Going forward, all contracts by the government of Ghana to be awarded in Ghana cedis, irrespective of source of funding. No more dollarization of the Ghanaian economy. Seems to be what the finance minister is telling us. But also coming up this morning, I'm sure if you find yourself in those constituencies, you'd be a happy man.
The President Mahama administration has identified 166 constituencies in dire need of road infrastructure. In response, we have programmed to rehabilitate 10 kilometers of roads annually in each of these constituencies.
And I'm sure you're looking forward to those constituencies. How about you get on to X so we can have a conversation here on the Super Morning Show? Use the hashtag JoySMS. And then on WhatsApp 05511119997. But also coming up this morning here on the Super Morning Show as we look at the mid-year budget review. Listen to the finance minister urging entities to reduce their prices. I'll bring you that shortly. But also the fact that the macroeconomic targets remain the same. Real GDP growth of at least 4%, non-oil GDP growth of 4.8%, end of year inflation targeted at 11.9%, and primary surplus at 1.5% of GDP. So we ask few questions. With inflation at 13.7%, isn't it likely that we may end the year with a single digit? Why is the finance minister choosing to maintain these? But also coming up this morning, I'd love to hear from you. Were your expectations met? Get on to X, join us and tell us what your thoughts are. One of the things we're going to be doing this morning is to break down the mid-year budget review for you. The finance minister has talked about VAT, for instance, the fact that the review would lead to the removal of the COVID-19 levy. Also, the current system where you have a 2.5 national health insurance levy and 2.5 get fund before the imposition of the VAT itself will be reversed. The critical question is, couldn't we have done this long ago? Stay with us here on the Super Morning Show. Coming up is the news at 6.
27 verse 20. The Lord says, command the Israelites and let them go and get olives and let them crush it, and out of it comes the oil that makes you burn continually. And the truth of the matter is, he says that he said Aaron and the sons, they will keep the fire burning. And one last thing, he says, it shall become a lasting ordinance amongst the generation that comes. And so a generation came on fire, but this generation right here, Ayonas, Ionas, Urates, Milanas, Rades, Yamas, Rakose, Utatakas,
Hello, good morning and welcome to Joy News at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 FM, hits 103.9 FM in Accra, on Love 99.5 in Kumasi, myjoyonline.com, on all affiliates across Ghana. You also find us on my joyonline.com, YouTube, X Spaces and Facebook. Coming up, government to begin massive road projects before end of year as part of the Big Push agenda with the aim to complete the majority of the work by 2028.
The president has said it a number of times that his intention is to turn this country into a construction site before the end of this year.
Meanwhile, the Ghana Association of Industry says it's open to price cuts as government pushes for relief in the markets.
With that assurance, further reductions will come up, and other initiatives that he described, we believe prices will fall accordingly.
in business.
Finance Minister Dr. Atuforsen justifies delays in removing COVID-19 levy as he insists government needs to first complete works on VAT reforms.
And also coming up today, the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Mini Fair or Fair Mini Clinic in Tema comes off today. These and more coming up with me, Mami Esinya Miche Thompson. Please stay for details. This morning, the Deputy Minister for Roads and Highways, Alhassan Suhini, has confirmed that construction on a wide-scale road infrastructure initiative will begin before the year ends, following an early announcement by the Finance Minister during his mid-year budget presentation. We'll hear from the Deputy Minister for Roads and Highways shortly, but first, here's a wrap of the key highlights from the Finance Minister's mid-year budget review.
In a major infrastructure boost, Finance Minister Dr. Cassiel Atuforsen has unveiled government's ambitious road construction plan under the Big Push initiative, with the construction of 5,000 kilometers of roads across 166 constituencies over the next 3 years.
We have programmed to rehabilitate 10 kilometers of roads annually in each of these constituencies. This translates to about 5,000 kilometers of road to be constructed in these 166 constituencies in dire need of road infrastructure over the next 3 years.
On efforts to rid the public sector payroll of ghost name fraud, Dr. Atuforsen says government is set to retrieve over 150 million Ghana cedis paid in the last 2 years.
They have identified 53,311 separated staff on the payroll. The audit service expects to recover a minimum of 150.4 million of unearned salary from the separated staff over 2023 and 2024 period alone.
There is also a new directive to maintain the city's strength against the dollar.
Companies, institutions, and individuals are prohibited from pricing, advertising, receipting, or making payment for goods and services in foreign currencies in Ghana.
Another important announcement is ongoing restructuring of the VAT rate, which, when completed by October, will abolish the COVID-19 levy, exemption of smaller businesses, and a general reduction in the VAT rate. This is his directive to industry players.
The government has worked hard to bring down and stabilize the exchange rate with deliberate policies. It is now time for businesses to bring down prices to reflect the new economic reality.
Well, we can now listen to Deputy Minister for Roads and Highways, Alhassan Suhini, who says this marks the first time government is dedicating such a substantial amount to the road sector.
The president has said it a number of times that his intention is to turn this country into a construction site before the end of this year. And in the next 18 months, the expectation of government is that funds will regularly flow to these investments that we are going to make in the road sector. And the expectation is that contractors who will have this job will also dedicate themselves to doing work that is appreciable.
Well, local manufacturers say they are prepared to reduce prices if current economic gains are sustained. The move follows a fresh appeal by the Finance Minister during Thursday's mid-year budget review, urging traders to reflect stabilizing indicators in their pricing. President of the Ghana Association of Industries, Humphrey Ayim Dake, says industry players are watching the trend closely and will consider price cuts if the stability continues.
From the minister, which is quite encouraging, and that I believe will resonate through the markets, through the factories, and through the workplaces, and then to reflect accordingly in pricing.
I should expect prices to be going down.
But seriously, prices have been reducing with such definite statements, demonstrable stability with the data, and with that assurance, further reductions will come up, and other initiatives that he described, we believe prices will fall accordingly.
Well, the AGI also welcomed upcoming reforms in the value-added tax, noting they await further details from government expected in October.
It gives me confidence that our advocacy has been heard by the minister, and he detailed it carefully, and that has been our request. So if he has reiterated it a second time, we all wait for October. Yes, AG has been consulted in the reforms, and therefore we are very confident, and we uphold the assurances that he's tabled again.
Moving on, a new list of envoys surfacing in the media shows that President John Mahama has named 8 new envoys, including entrepreneur Kojo Choi as Ghana's ambassador designate to South Korea. In a letter signed by Presidential Secretary Callistus Mahama confirms the appointments addressed to Foreign Affairs Minister Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa. While Mr. Choi's citizenship details remains unclear, a Facebook post reveals his deep connection to Ghana, where he's lived for over 3 decades. Well, we're learning he's currently the CEO of PaySwitch Limited. And Blessed Sogah joins me in studio with the other names. Blessed, what are they?
Well, Kojo is not the only one here because there's also a designate for the Republic of Namibia, Alhaji Abdul Rahman Haruna Attap, who will be heading there. We have Dr. Kwame Ampofo heading for Hungary. Mona Helen Quarte is heading to the Italian Republic. Then we have Magnus Kofi Amoah, who's heading to the Democratic Republic of Congo. Now, Kenneth Akibate will be moving to Burkina Faso. Then we have Said Senari heading to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Paul Evans Edu will then be moving to Nairobi after here. But the president is also indicating that there will be some changes because he's directed the secretary to the president, Callistus, to indicate that Benedict Batabe Asoro should replace the envoy there in Rome or the Vatican City. That's Dorcas Okran. So Dorcas Okran will be replaced by Benedict now in the Vatican City. So that's the change in terms of the Vatican City. But all these 8 names mentioned are new designates going into new positions.
All right, thank you so much, Blessed Sogah. Now, Kolebu Teaching Hospital, Ghana's leading national referral facility, is facing operational setbacks following an inspection by the Health Facilities Regulatory Agency, HEFRA, which revealed faulty medical equipment. Among the findings were broken anesthesia machines that have taken 2 operating rooms out of service. There's more in this report by Maxwell Akloboto.
Ghana's premier national referral center, the Kolebu Teaching Hospital, has been found to have defective medical equipment following an inspection by the Health Facilities Regulatory Agency, HEFRA. During an equipment assessment tour to evaluate compliance with regulatory standards across various units of the hospital, HEFRA identified damaged anesthesia machines in the surgical department. The malfunctional equipment rendered 2 operating theatres non-operational. Dr. Christian Amenuveve of HEFRA outlined several issues identified during the inspection tour.
The ventilation bags, which we generally call the ambu bags, are placed in a place where it is easily accessible. We also encourage them to ensure that the oxygen backups are placed in appropriate places and are chained so that they will be stabilized.
Well, more on that later in subsequent bulletins. Well, today is the mini clinic for the Habitat Fair at Tema. It's going on all through this weekend, and the General Manager of Sales and Marketing, other multimedia group, David Maxfuga, says this is what to expect.
This weekend, we've assembled over 30 exhibitors who are exhibiting everything housing, everything home house. So you have home appliances, people dealing with home appliances setting up there. You have people who are dealing in blocks, in cement, in iron rod, in roofing shades, in doors, in windows. Everybody who has something to do in the housing value chain will be available this weekend at the Community 7 premises of the EcoBank. The objective is to put everything housing under one roof. So people walk in, buy the needs or to assess their needs. So you don't need to walk around comparing price. The objective for this weekend is to bring Habitat Fair close to the doorsteps of people living in Tema or the environs. So from Tema to all the way to Chopoli, beyond Chopoli, Adan, Teshi, Nungwa.
So you don't have to miss this opportunity to, address all your housing needs. I am Amazing Yamiche Thompson. Up next is Business on the Super Morning Show.
Charlie, not again. And I need to return this car by Friday. No money and payday is 3 weeks away. How do I fix this? How? Bank loan, account setup, long process. Nah, forget it. Let me see if Fafa can help.
Yes, Fafa from Bank of Africa can sort you out fast. From your rich auntie gets more from Absa. Your childhood friend gets more from Absa. Your favorite uncle gets more from Absa. Your roommates gets more from Absa. Digital solutions get more from Absa. Rewards be bring get more from Absa. 5-star treatment get more from Absa. Preferential rate get more from Absa. Easy banking and no ane Absa. Instant loans and no ane Absa. Bank papa party and no ane Absa. FTK account and get more from Absa. Yes! Join thousands of Absa customers enjoying priority treatment, preferential rates, amazing rewards, and seamless digital solutions to help you write the next big chapter of your story. Sign up for an Absa account today and get more. Your story matters. Absa.
Oh, jump on now. Go. Google me. At what time will you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car?
No, I don't change my car. It be the same, right? It be the fuel where I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so.
This is the type of fuel where they want to. Cause now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir.
Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mind self be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open there.
Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel?
Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you.
Hey, then make a finish my gobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my gobe inside?
I give you info. Make a feel the gobe too small.
Go.
Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
Reliable, check. Comfort, check. Strong, check. Tough, check. Tried and tested, check. Affordable, check. Comes in so many colors and sizes, check. Suitable for domestic and industrial use, check. Choose quality, choose Syntex Tank. Available nationwide and comes with 7-year warranty. And remember, Syntex Tank is a caring brand too. Syntex Tank, a strong, a tough.
Oh, Joe, it's 3 a.m. What now?
Ya tisubiomo, ya tisubiomo.
Joe, not again. It's 4 a.m. What's now?
Sorry. Last year was Yatisubium. This year, crowd, we've gone lower. Yasaya Tiso. I'm back with good news. Amazing news. I've been Soko. SG Ghana loans are back with even lower interest rates. If you're a salaried worker, whether you're on CAGD payroll, work with an SG Ghana listed institution, or already bank with SG Ghana, this is your time. Whether it's completing your dream home, paying school fees, or handling other personal needs, SG Ghana has the perfect loan for you. Walk into any SG Ghana branch from now till September 2025 and ask about Yasaya Tisu Loans promo. Let's help you get things done. You can also call 0302-214-314 for more details. Terms and conditions apply. Societe Generale Ghana. The future is you.
Let me share my experience with you at the new Aqua Safari Resorts. When you arrive, you're greeted by warm smiles and introduced to your 24-hour butler who already has your itinerary sorted. Enjoy water sports activities like jet ski rides, kayaking, water sliding, flyboarding, and castanet fishing. You can even have your lunch here on the boat cruise. Let the tour guides take you through the sceneries of the mangrove forest, the friendliness of the animals, while you pet and feed them. We chose to have our breakfast with a beautiful sunrise right in front of our cabin.
Visit Aqua Safari Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
Ama, big news! Star Oil is now the largest oil marketing company in Ghana.
Wow, that's huge!
Yes, so the largest distributor of petroleum products in Ghana. Ever since I switched to Star Oil, my car runs smoother. The fuel lasts longer, no strange engine sound, just clean, powerful performance.
Oh, same here. I used to refill every 3 days until I switched to Star Oil. Now, my fuel lasts way longer. I don't know what magic is inside, but my car loves it.
Exactly. It's not magical. From Accra to Kumasi to Tamale, Star Oil day everywhere with 240 filling stations and counting. That's why more Ghanaians are choosing Star Oil.
Hey, my tank is almost empty. I am heading to Star Oil right now before the queue starts.
I'm right behind you, Ama.
We set out with a mission to serve better and lead boldly. We're proud to say we are Ghana's #1 oil marketing company. To our loyal Star savers across the country, thank you for believing in us. Star Oil, quality and affordable fuels for all.
Welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And the 6 a.m. news brought to us by Absa Bank Ghana Limited. Your story matters. Total Energies, Total, we go the extra mile for you. Coming up is the Joy Business Report brought to us by MNC Properties, a member of MNC Group, MNC Properties Choice of Class, Safari Valley Resort, bringing you closer to nature. And Omni Basic Bank, not just another bank. Good morning, James Eshan.
Good morning, Winston.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Yourself?
Oh, God is taking care of his children. You know, yesterday I left the office a bit late. I was on air discussing the mid-year review of the 2025 budget.
What's the CDNA Peke?
Well, it looks like CDNA Peke on the interbank, market. The challenge, however, is that for a lot of people, they're complaining that they're unable to get the CD, and so they have to resort. And look, the last time I had that conversation, Professor Peter Korte, was talking about the fact that many people don't want to go through the formal system. I had businesses, formal businesses, sending me messages to say they couldn't even get $200,000.
Oh, wow. And
so it's something the Bank of Ghana would have to check.
Yeah.
Would have to find out, whether what the banks are doing. We always say that Abuchi got $1. Where does he get the dollar from? Where does he get the dollar? It's something the Bank of Ghana should check. And I know that the Bank of Ghana has more insight when it comes to this than I do. But the Bank of Ghana would know also that there are people who take the dollars, turn around, give it to Abuchi, and then they share profits.
Exactly.
they know what they do. And so, they should just get in there. But what stood out for you yesterday?
Well, I think my take was the payroll fraud. The finance minister declaring war on them. As to whether that will be effective, because over the time we've heard past governments say they're going to be hard on that, but in fact it appears every 4 years or every 8 years we see same old story. So I just wish this time would be a different story compared to what we've seen in previous years.
Should I tell you what my thoughts are?
I'll be glad to listen to you.
Now, we just don't want to deal with that.
Why do you say so?
Because if we want to deal with that, we can deal with that. I have friends who work in some of the financial institutions. Yesterday, I was making reference to the Bank of Ghana. One of my friends who works at the Bank of Ghana, and he says, when you call him and say, "Oh, Oria, me shares Kofi, mean to me mo, and 5 or so." I think they close at 4:30 or so, because he has to log out.
Exactly.
That he's leaving the office. They will check to know that he showed up or didn't show up. Why is that so difficult for us to do?
I guess we're not willing to.
That's the point. We're not willing to. Because look, one of the things we're going to do later on is to tell you the number of times we've talked about dealing with ghost names on our payroll. It's something we talk about all the time. And then what do we see?
Same old
story. So please, let's get it. Let's get serious. But I'm happy that there's a talk about this.
The President Mahama administration has identified 166 constituencies in dire need of road infrastructure. In response, we have programmed to rehabilitate 10 kilometers of roads annually in each of these constituencies.
Okay, and I hope that my constituency in Poho Fiase constituency, I haven't seen any tarred road in that constituency.
From Takari to Abunakwanta.
From Takari to Apoa, then from Apoa to Kejebru, then from Kejebru to Pritia, then from Pritia to Awanakrum, then Awanakrum to Poho. Then you go to Banso and all those areas. The roads are not tarred.
I think one thing that, for me personally, I think visualization of the Cape Coast to Takoradi Highway would be a good one, considering what we've seen over. If you come from those areas, Commander, Bepos, or that stretch, what it
yes, when
it
they
means
dualize those roads, it means you don't need an airport in Cape Coast.
Well,
what it would also mean,
at least we have one in Takoradi.
Yes, what it would also mean is that today, after that, it will be easier to probably drive from Accra to Takra. They drive from Accra to Kumasi. And so if you want to fly, you fly. Anyway, who gets the trumpet? I'm sure that...
let's give it to the finance minister.
Okay, so trumpet is brought to us by ECG. Follow at ECG Official on all social media handles. Download the ECG Power app and go to ecg.com.gh for more information. So to Kasiel Atuforsen.
Trumpet. Good morning, welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up in this bulletin this morning, Finance Minister Dr. Atuforsen justifies delays in removing COVID-19 levy as he insists government needs to first complete work on ongoing VAT reforms, and Finance Minister announces 2026 budget will be presented to Parliament October this year. Later on today's journal, will tell you how the seasonal production of plantain is pushing traders of roasted plantain to switch to other staples. Stay tuned. Welcome back. My name is James Eshen. Let's settle for the details now. First off, the Finance Minister Atuforsen has assured that government is fully committed to removing the COVID-19 levy despite initial delays. The government promised to remove the levy as part of its immediate task when they assume office. However, it was deferred to September this year and subsequently to the yet to be presented 2026 budget. Speaking on the special edition of PM Express, the minister noted that government has to complete work on the current VAT reforms first before any action can be taken.
Our current VAT structure has completely been distorted. It is the only VAT structure that combines VAT and sales tax. Needed to work with the IMF because we are in an IMF program. So we had to seek for technical assistance for us together go on that route. That has been done. So we have sealed it. We have an agreement on what we have to do. Aside the IMF, you have business community that you have to engage. I don't want to introduce something for them to say that you did not engage us. I need 1 or 2 months to be able to do that. We've started engagement. We intend to complete the engagement by September. After the engagement, we'll have to rewrite a new VAT legislation. So granted, I will finish the engagement in August. We'll have to use all of September to be able to finish proper legislation. I mean, the legislation will take between 4 to 6 weeks. When that is done, it will be part of the budget that will be submitted to Parliament.
Meanwhile, Dr. Atuforsen has announced that he will present the 2026 budget in October instead of November this year. Thus, the minister says it should give the members of Parliament enough time to debate and approve it before next year. Now to some other stories. Senior country partner at auditing and accounting firm PwC, Vesh Ashiabo, has stated that the mid-year budget will instill and inspire confidence in the investor community. Reacting to the budget presentation, Mr. Ashiabo urged managers of the economy to work at sustaining the positive trajectory.
The signals are positive. The signals are indeed positive because if you look at the budget that was read in March, and the performance for the first few months, or let's even say for the first half year, we're pretty much on track. And the projections, I actually believe that he was being a little conservative in terms of, because he maintained the targets for the year. But if you look at the progress that we've made in the first half, one would anticipate that the end year numbers would actually be pretty strong. I think he acknowledged that when he spoke about inflation, for example, when he said we expect to meet the target ahead of the end of the year, the 11.9% target. From an investor's perspective, I think it instills and inspires confidence, which we've seen as reflected in the exchange rate, for example. We've seen the debt to GDP ratios and all of those indicators moving in the right direction. The question is, which is always the case, whether we can stay the course.
You heard senior country partner at PwC, Vesh Ashiabo, there now speaking. Now, let's do some other stories. As economist Professor Patrick Esumina is warning that commercial banks may be reluctant in reducing interest rate on loans, even if the policy rate is reduced and non-performing loans are still high. Professor Esumina argued that it is important to stimulate activities in the financial sector to match the fiscal side of the economy to compel banks to reduce interest rate.
Many people are looking for the central bank, the monetary policy committee of the central bank, to cut the monetary policy. If it does, that has the potential to reduce interest rates further. But you also have to keep an eye on the fact that non-performing loans are still quite high. And if non-performing loans are high, the banks are going to be reluctant to substantially reduce lending rates. So while people make a legitimate case that, look, things are improving the economy, it is time for the central bank to cut the policy. I think we shouldn't expect that the moment the policy rate is cut, the lending rate will come down substantially. What might happen is that the Ghana reference rate might come down, but if because of rising NPLs, banks assess that it's still risky to run the economy, they will just put up a higher risk premium.
Professor Patrick Asumin is an economist. Next, the Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Mark Bedu-Abuaje, is calling on government to support the growth and expansion of indigenous businesses as a strategic solution to Ghana's rising unemployment. Speaking in an interview with Joy Business, Mr. Bedu-Abuaje stressed the urgent need to promote and prioritize made-in-Ghana products to stimulate local production and job creation.
That if the local businesses, the manufacturing companies are producing the things that you need and you can buy them at a relatively cheaper price than if you are importing, then Guta and all those who are buying from outside, they will stop and buy from the local people. If you do that, you create more jobs. Anytime you import $1 worth of a product, you are creating $1 worth of employment for the country you are importing from. We have huge unemployment here. Why don't we support the businesses in Ghana to expand and employ more people?
Mark Bedu-Abuaje is the Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Now, Component Manager at the Ghanaian European Center for Jobs, Migration and Development, Kweku Yeboah, has emphasized the commitment of the German Embassy and the Ministry of Employment and Labor Relations to connect job seekers with opportunities and enhance their employability. Speaking at the launch of the 7th edition of the Ghana Career and Migration Fair organized by GIZ, he encouraged the youth to expand their aspirations, including exploring opportunities beyond Ghana's border.
What we did today is to officially announce the Ghana Career Migration Fair 2025, which will be taking place in September on the 17th. While we're working with the ministry, it is to develop the structures of government that are supposed to work on labor migration, that are supposed to work on employment promotion. The job fair is yet another opportunity to groom, provide soft skills training, provide entrepreneurship training to our youth, and also match them with employers. For last year, the Statistical Service told us a little over 21% of our young people are unemployed, and we are producing well over 300,000 of these graduates into the system almost every year. Ghana is a very small country, and so we have to look outside the country for opportunities.
Kweku Yeboah is Component Manager at the Ghanaian European Center for Jobs, Migration and Development at the GIZ. Next is our business journal for today. And due to the seasonal production of plantain, the price of the staple tends to be high during times like this. There's a scene in the prices of roasted plantain, popularly called Kofi Brookman, going up. That's not all. Prices of fried ripe plantain, known as Kelewele, also goes up. Well, traders of Kofi Brookman have devised smart means to ply their trade by switching to roasted maize and yam due to the seasonal production of plantain. Joy Business has been engaging some traders and consumers of Kofi Brookman and how they are coping with the high prices. Here is Rose Lakalis Tigo's report for our business journal today.
In many local markets, plantain sellers are changing gears, adding yam, cocoyam and maize to their stores, and traders are finding alternative ways to stay competitive and make profits.
I used to sell plantains, but lately there is none available, so I have switched to yam and cocoyam. Plantain has its season, and when it is out of season, prices shoot up. Currently around 20 cedis for 3, making it hard to make a profit. During the season, plantain gives me better profit than yam or cocoyam. For now, I am selling only yam and cocoyam, but as soon as plantain is back in season, I'll add it again. Because plantain is not in season, I only roast yam and maize. There is some plantain in the market, but it is very expensive and I can't afford it because I would lose profit. Right now, business is very slow, but we manage. Maize also has its season, just like plantain. Every year, plantain gets expensive when it is out of season, but this year it's extremely costly. It's even hard to find in the market. That's why many sellers are switching to corn, yam or cocoyam. I still buy small quantities. Sometimes a bunch like this can cost 40 cedis, and if I sell it for 50 cedis, I make just 10 cedis profit. And I'd rather keep something coming than stop. Many customers choose maize because it fills them up. So plantain is mostly bought by those who can afford it. Some of my rich customers even come from industrial area to buy in bulk at Kokumlemli. One sale can bring me 200 to 300 cedis.
Plantain being out of season is a great issue for us, even as especially the mothers. Yeah, we know that plantain we've been told is full of ions, and then we have people who have communicable, non-communicable disease like diabetic, hypertensive patients who normally just depend on plantain as survivor. So the prices of plantain and the shortage of it now is not only causing hunger, but if something is not done about it, I believe that we may have people even losing their lives, because if some people solely depend on plantain as a means of survival and now they cannot afford it, and even if you can afford, you get to the market, there are no plantain. For some of us, we can switch to rice and other things, but it doesn't mean that we should be happy about it, because we need to balance our meals to get good health.
The next time you visit your favorite plantain seller, don't be surprised to leave with none or less plantain. From yam to maize and cocoyam, these sellers are diversifying to keep their business thriving during this season.
And that's Roseless Calistego's report for our business journal for today. Now, let's do some commodities as crude oil goes up to $69 a barrel. Gold lost more than $8 and trading at $3,360 an ounce. Cocoa open trading at $8,124 a ton after losing $316. To some currency news, the dollar is going for 12 cedis 10 pesos. That's the rate some forex bureaus are offering to their client this morning. The British pound is going for 16 cedis 30 pesos. The euro, on the other hand, is trading at 14 cedis 20 pesos. The commercial banks, on the other hand, are selling a dollar at 10 cedis 50 pesos. And that's all for the Joy Business Report with me, James Eshen. Over to you, Winston.
Thank you very much, James Eshen. Do have a lovely day, which means we can bring you our inspirational song for today. Exactly. And is one by Ever Choral Medley by Bethel Revival Choir. Is Ever Choral Medley. And so let's enjoy it. Jojo gave us this one.
Bye.
And that's our inspirational song this morning, Ever Choral Medley here on the Super Morning Show. Blessed, does this remind you of your days at Bishop Herman?
No, I always love Ever music. It's great. It's inspiring. It touches my soul. So,
but you say you were Father Subovi.
Why not? Why not? Why not? It's all part of the service.
Can you explain what Father Subovi means to those who are listening?
So, if you're a Catholic, you shouldn't be surprised if you speak Ever, because that's how they refer to the mass boys or mass servers and all that. Yeah.
Father Subovi.
Yeah. It's more.
I heard that in Ho for the first time.
It's more impressive that way, never.
But that's more like Father Subovi.
Yeah, you're always in to serve the Lord. So
okay. Yeah. So okay, not bad, not a bad one. Anyway, good morning once again, and look, let's enjoy a bit of the choral music. Okay, but as an old student of Mali School, I used to go to we used to go to the EP Church, De La Cathedral, whenever there was a big event. And if you were ever elected as the moderator of the EP Church, one of the first places you had to preach was in Mali School.
In fact, De La Cathedral is by far the most famous church facility or building in Ho. Almost everyone has used that before. I'm certain about that.
Anyway,
if you've ever lived in Ho, you would use it. It's used for national events. I mean, it served this purpose, but probably you should be receiving an award for that.
my friend who owns iGarage, I'm sure you know him, Kosi Dagbe.
Oh,
yes, Kosi Dagbe says good morning to you.
Kosi, good morning.
Yes. Anyway, let's get into our Drive Safe campaign. Now that we're talking
why
about
not?
iGarage, yes.
Speaking about Drive Safe campaign, is brought to us by Joy News and the Multimedia Group. It's supported by Toyota. Superior quality now. Avoid all distractions. Keep both eyes on the road and hands on the steering wheel. Be visible. Drive with your lights on. That's how you ensure that you arrive safely. So it's a Friday. Make sure that you arrive safe, and that's why Joy News and Toyota are bringing you the Drive Safe campaign.
Great. And once we're talking about the fact that it's a Friday, please, if you want to have fun, no one is stopping you, but just don't drink and drive, which means we can now bring you Say It Right, brought to us by Kingdom Books at Kingdom Quality and Affordability are their hallmarks, and Societe Generale Bank Ghana. The future is you.
Something must be done.
So, Blessed, let's learn the pronunciation of this word. Help me do the pronunciation.
I'll try. Yes.
G E N U I N E.
Genuine.
Say that again.
Genuine.
Genuine, yes, not genuine. Because it's genuine. Because you see, it's a 3-syllable word. So not genuine. Genuine.
Yeah.
Ruin. Genuine.
Yeah.
Ruin.
Genuine.
Okay. Genuine. Yes. So that's how you say it right. Yes. Why? What's your problem?
Genuine. Genuine newspaper review.
The first syllable is where you have the stress. So if you look at the dictionary, one of the things you see is that you see what looks like an apostrophe that actually gives you
an indication
of where the stress is. Okay, that actually gives you an indication of where the stress is. So it looks like an apostrophe, and it will tell you where the stress is.
Should be.
So apostrophe.
Yeah.
The second syllable. The second syllable is where the stress is.
The G apeke.
Apeke is akan, or is an akan. Is a slang.
I see.
Which is used normally in akan speaking areas. Apeke, and what that would because it's become more like an account word,
Yeah.
a borrowed one used that way, it will be pronounced apeke. No stress, no unstressed.
Right.
Because we say that the Ghanaian language is syllable timed.
I see.
What it means is that all words are pronounced the same, while English is stress timed.
Yeah.
So one syllable will be stressed, the others unstressed.
Right.
Aha.
Great.
Let's get into the newspaper review.
Yeah.
And it's brought to us by Syntex Tank, Air Strong, Air Tough, and Access Bank, more than banking, and then Kel Chaco Toothpaste, Happy Smile.
This is an obvious one, but the Daily Graphic is reporting it. Media budget review, government ditches foreign currency, city takes over in contracts, talks about the plan by the finance minister to do away with dollarized contracts. So the government appears to be moving and shifting away from reliance on forex, not forex, but foreign currency, I should say. Now, make insurance accessible and relevant. That's according to the Commissioner of Insurance, as he urges industry to abide by the regulations in the sector. Vice President empathizes with mothers of special needs children. Comes with a picture of the Vice President, Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Achiman, being welcomed by Agnes Owusu Afram to an autism workshop. So the Vice President, they're doing a bit more on that. Government targets 229 billion Ghana cedis in terms of revenue. They are seeking 2.9 billion more. So that's the target of the finance minister, and government allocates 13 billion for the Big Push program. So according to the Deputy Roads Minister, Hassan Suhini, by the end of the year, the country should be a construction site. We're holding him to that, and we'll see what will happen at the end of the year.
Okay, so let's get into the daily guide for this morning. Apologize for peddling cathedral lies. That's according to Charles Owusu Jana. Minority boycotts budget over Blekuma Galamsey. Small scale gold exports double, value triples, and VAT reform bill to scrap COVID levy, according to the finance minister. And public debts down by 113.7 billion. That's according to Kasiel Ato Forsen.
Well, so some of the news portals were reporting yesterday that Ghana was hit with an aviation fuel shortage. It appears there's a response that the Inquisitor is talking about in the front page of the Inquisitor. Ghana has enough aviation fuel. That's according to the National Petroleum Authority. Comes to the picture of Godwin Eduji Tamaklo, who's the NPA boss. Then the big one about the 2025 media budget review. Believe in the city. Again, the finance minister urging Ghanaians to believe in the performance of the city. Napo has been speaking. He's been calling for peace in the NPP, and I'm sure, Winston, you've seen some of the rumors going around already that he wants to support another camp. He says what we should be more interested in, or what his party members should be more interested in, should be about peace and the unity of the NPP, rather than focus on what his political future would be. Baba Sam files defamation against 11 people. Details of that also you'd find in the Inquisitor today.
Great, which means we can get to the online news review. And the online news review is brought to us by Zenith Bank in your best interest.
And speaking about Zenith Bank, get paid smarter with Zenith Merchant Pay. Running a business, make receiving payments fast, easy, and stress-free with a Zenith Merchant Pay. That's your seamless solution for SMEs and corporates. Now, with Zenith Merchant Pay, you can receive payments via mobile money, QR code, and also bank transfer. You can use the USSD in real time. It's *966#. You're going to certainly enjoy instant payments, alerts, quick settlements, and easy reconciliation. So no delays at all, no stress. Sign up for Zenith Merchant Pay today at any of the Zenith Bank branches near you and enjoy fast, secure, instant payments anywhere across the country. Zenith Bank is working in your interest. On now to myjoyonline.com, and Winston is talking about the gold for oil deal. Yesterday, I was listening to the finance minister speak to Evan Tumensa, and one of the key issues that came up was the fact that the gold for oil transaction did not actually take place in a form of a barter system. According to the finance minister, it appears that it was much more of a transaction done through the BOG as the intermediary, using or relying on the dollar. So it's here on the myjoyline.com. Gold for oil was a sham. BOG just paid dollars, says the finance minister, Ato Forson. And then Mr. Obroni has been trending. He's called Kojo Choi. I don't know if you've heard about him by now. If you see his picture initially, you'd say, well, this is someone from Asia, probably China or Japan or somewhere. But he's been assigned or designated as our ambassador to South Korea, and his picture has been trending ever since it came out yesterday. But apparently, Kojo Choi, we understand, is a naturalized citizen, right? So he's a citizen of the Republic of Ghana. There's a talk about him on the My Joy Online page. It says Mahama appoints fresh batch of ambassadors to key global capitals. Comes to the picture of Kojo Choi. So if you want to see Kojo Choi, then you should go on to my Joy Online page. And initially when I saw the picture, I didn't believe, he was Ghanaian until we saw the post, Winston.
Yeah, if it's naturalized as a Ghanaian,
he is Ghanaian.
He is Ghanaian.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those who have concerns with somebody. He's going to be our representative in
South Korea.
in Korea.
Yeah.
I can understand those who make the challenge, those who have a challenge with the fact that even though he's a naturalized Ghanaian, he's going to his home country.
He's going back home.
Yes. So is he going to fight for our interest? I think so. He's going to represent us in an area, and he knows us here. He knows that country also, having spent 14 years in that country before he was brought into Ghana. I do not think that's a problem.
It shouldn't be a big deal.
No, I do not think there's a problem with that one.
In fact, I think the mayor of New York also came back here at some point because, if you trace his history, he has some lineage coming back to Ghana. So some of these people come back home.
Oh, no, it sounds like that.
So it's a
global village. We cannot pretend.
We can always move on.
As for us, we support it when our people are giving positions in other
elsewhere,
countries.
And when it comes to yours, then you don't have the support. I get that. Okay, Parliament's Appointments Committee to vet final deputy ministerial nominees comes to the picture of Jachi Kwesin and the others who will be vetted today. Debt restructuring program was a betrayal of pensioners. That the finance minister still speaking a bit more about fallouts from the media budget review. But government is to rebuild 5,000 kilometers of road in 166 constituencies. I was delighted yesterday that some areas in the Ketu North, where I come from traditionally, were mentioned. So Fenyitu Aplau Road is being captured there. We hope that is addressed. Then there's the talk about some portions of the Hohwe Fodome area. All of these issues are being captured as well in the 166. Winston, I'm not sure you saw the Mpoho
from the roads area that the finance minister mentioned, I didn't see Mpoho in there.
Right.
But it's just my hope that Mpoho features in the 166 constituencies. Because like I was saying in the morning, I do not, I've been going to Mpoho a lot lately. And I do not see any tarred road there. I haven't used any, a tarred road, it's in such a deplorable state. Very, very bad, roads in the Mpoho constituency. And so...
probably we should make it 167. Why not? After all, there could be considerations.
The minister talked about a lot of
so you'd have to take your time.
Yes,
and check,
but for those ones that he was mentioning in there, in
public, right.
But I think that the other areas, he's talking about 166 areas that are affected. He should have them. If it doesn't, we'll do a demonstration.
Okay, I'll do my checks as well because the full list is on myjoyonline.com. So if it's not there, certainly we'll be back to talk about it.
We'll do a demonstration.
We'll start it off from the show here. So on City Newsroom, also there's a talk about the media budget review. 2025 has been tough, but we're focused. So that's according to the finance minister again. And appointments committee to vet final deputy ministerial list. Then we have NPP's good for oil. The talk about the fact that it was not butter according to the finance minister. And Harunata Monacote, who I'm excited also about. Monacote is heading to the Italian Republic as the ambassador designate, and then you have Harunata to Namibia, I believe.
He's going back to Namibia.
Yeah.
So you know, I've seen the list that you have on my journal, just by way of information,
yes,
because that is actually what the minister talked about. So those are some of the priority roads.
Yeah.
But beyond these, the minister then talks about 166 constituencies. So the 5,000 kilometers of road construction, where he says that 10 kilometers of road every year in 166, and that translates to, say, 1,660 kilometers of road annually over the next 3.5 years is what it will take you to the 5,000 roads. But those constituencies are not here. And so we're waiting patiently.
For that full set to be released. I get the point there. And then there's the issue about Ghana to hit single-digit inflation by December. That's the projection from the finance minister. It's really an ambitious one.
He still maintained the inflation at 11.9, the target at 11.9.
You know, because many would love that, but the issue about, the reality is what we also need to be paying attention to.
But you see, your inflation would always be higher than the national average. Your inflation, okay, maybe higher than the national average, maybe higher than the national average, and so this is just the average. It doesn't mean that the prices of goods and services are not rising, but the rate is rising at a reducing rate. So the rate of increase is reducing. And that's the whole idea.
But he's basking in a lot of glory. Looks like all the macro, targets and figures appear to be swinging towards his favor. So he's been speaking a lot more about that. And that's what you would also find when you go to the BNFT, Business and Financial Times online. They're talking obviously about the finance ministry and the finance minister and his media budget review. Then there's the issue about the Ghana Standards Authority expecting to the Ghana Shippers Authority, I should say, GSA, coming through with some control measures on shipping regulation, and that also includes forex. It looks like the government wants to ensure that the shipping lines are also complying at the ports. Then the Labour Minister has been speaking as well. Nearly 60% of the annual 300,000 graduates, they were not tapping as well into that, the number of people who graduate from our top universities. He says nearly 60% of them are not being tapped in. So that's his concern there. So some of the stories there on the Business and Financial Times. There's the Youth and Skills Entrepreneurship TVET grant coming through from the Italian people. Looks like it's a grant of $5 million United States dollars. We shouldn't play with that money. I think when it comes, obviously we should be supporting a lot more of the youth skills interventions.
So let's get into the details and the daily guide. There's a story about public debt down by 113.7 billion. Now I have with me here the summary of economic and financial data, Blessed. What I want to do, so this one takes us up to May, from the Bank of Ghana, is up to May. We're waiting for the July one. So and I'll just share with you the US dollar Ghana CD rate. In May 2025, per the data, the US dollar, $1 was at 11 cedis, 85 pesos. But in January this year, it was at 15 cedis, 30 pesos. Keep the 15 cedis, 30 pesos, and then keep the 11 cedis, 85 pesos. Okay, let's now get to Ghana's public debt. Okay, Blessed. Now, in January 2025, our public debt was at 28. Our external debt. Okay, external debt. That is the US in US dollars, was at 28.2 billion. Now multiply that by 15.3. Get your phone, multiply that by 15.3 for me quickly. I just want us to do a bit of analysis briefly. So just look at 15.3 times 28.2. What do you get?
So that'll be giving you 431.46.
Okay. By 2025 March, it was at 28.5 billion. Now, let's just use the rate, okay? Let's just hold this constant and use the current rate of 10.5. 28.5 billion. and times 10.5. What do you get?
That will be 299.25.
200 and what?
99.25. Yes.
Do the 28.2 times 15.3 again. What do you get? 8.2 times 15.3.
Yeah.
What do you get?
431.46.
431.
Yeah.
So you can see that the appreciation of the Ghana cedi alone has reduced our public debt by some 1/100 billion.
Yes, precisely.
So that's just a bit of information, because sometimes we talk about these it's because yes, the city is doing well, but brother, we need to go for the BBC News. We'll
I was just going to point out that on the front page of the Daily Graphic, he's been talking about that, the fact that the finance minister is moving to ensure that the city takes over in contracts, because they feel that by doing that we're moving away from the.
We'll talk about that. And that's a good policy. BBC News brought to us by Fidelity Bank. Believe with us, and Glyco, we cushion you for life.
Disinformation.
And what could it unleash?
Controlling nature's data. Thursday at 1:30 and 8:30 GMT. Business Daily is in 30 minutes.
Today, we speak to Ritesh Agarwal, the billionaire founder of Oyo. He discusses his path from a small town in India where he sold SIM cards to winning $100,000 and founding one of the largest hospitality chains in the world at the age of just 19.
This is the BBC World Service, the world's radio station.
I'm Justin Webb, and you're about to hear Americast, the BBC's US News and Politics podcast on the BBC World Service. In today's programme, it's now 6 months since Donald Trump returned for a second term in office. In that time, he has dominated the world's media and international headlines, but how much has he actually achieved so far? We'll be doing a mid-year review of the president with someone who knows him very well. Mark Short, Chief of Staff to Vice President Mike Pence in Trump's first term, gives his verdict.
I do think there's a lot of warning signs ahead, in particular on the president's trade policy and some other elements that are happening now inside the administration. But to answer your first question, I think after the first 6 months, compared to the first administration, I think you'd have to give him pretty high marks.
So how many campaign promises has the president delivered, and what's not been done? I'll be back in 5 minutes for Americast with Sarah Smith after the news.
Hello, I'm Moira Alderson with the BBC News. Thailand says it's evacuated more than 130,000 people from the area close to the border with Cambodia as the two countries continue to exchange fire using tanks and artillery. At least 15 people have been killed in Thailand and 1 in Cambodia since the fighting broke out on Thursday. Jonathan Head is at an evacuation centre in the Thai town of Surin.
Well, this is one of several evacuation centres that were established over the last 24 hours by the Thai authorities. We believe there are getting on for 1,000 people living here. They're coming and going all day. They're being well fed, well looked after. The people we're talking to here are quite stressed and still shaken by what they experienced yesterday. The older ones who can remember previous bombardments going back to the 1980s, so it was the worst they'd ever experienced. They're very worried about their homes. Of course, they want to go back, but they're still being told by the Thai army it is not safe and will not be safe for the foreseeable future.
Israel and the United States have condemned the announcement by President Emmanuel Macron that France will recognise a Palestinian state in September. The US Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, described it as a reckless decision. Lise Doucette reports.
France had hinted for months it would recognise Palestinian statehood. Now it joins nearly 150 other countries which have previously done so. But it's first in the G7 group of industrialised nations to take this step. President Macron called for a demilitarised state of Palestine, which would fully recognise Israel. There was no alternative, he said. Palestinian officials were quick to welcome his move. But the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said a Palestinian state would be a launchpad to annihilate Israel.
Reports from Paris say one of France's longest-serving prisoners, the pro-Palestinian Lebanese militant Georges Abdullah, has been released. He'd spent more than 40 years behind bars for killing 2 diplomats. From Paris, Hugh Schofield reports.
Georges Abdallah has been forgotten by most people, but for a section of the French left, he remains a hero, a political prisoner in their view who should have been released a long time ago, but for pressure on France from the United States. Born in northern Lebanon, Abdallah ran a small Marxist group which in the early 1980s targeted Israeli and American officials in response to Israeli actions against Palestinians. Captured in 1984, Abdallah denied involvement in the murders of the two diplomats, but at his trial he sought to justify them as legitimate acts of resistance.
The Hong Kong police have issued warrants for 19 activists living overseas and about for information leading to their arrest. They've been accused of national security crimes under the territory's draconian security law imposed by Beijing. The police accused them of subversive activities because of their involvement in a pro-democracy organisation. BBC News. Britain, France and Germany are due to hold talks with Iran over its nuclear programme. Diplomats are gathering in the Turkish city of Istanbul. It's the first such meeting since Israel carried out a 12-day aerial bombardment of Iran in June, striking targets, including nuclear sites. The United States also carried out bombings. The trial of the former president of the Democratic Republic of Congo, Joseph Kabila, is scheduled to get underway in Kinshasa on Friday. He's not expected to be present. A military court will hear charges including treason and murder linked to his alleged support of Rwandan-backed M23 rebels. The armed group controls a large part of the mineral-rich east of the country, including Goma. Jeffrey Epstein's former accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell, is to be questioned for a second day about the late financier's sex trafficking network. Maxwell was interviewed on Thursday by the US Deputy Attorney General in Florida. She's serving a 20-year prison sentence for helping Epstein abuse young girls. Donald Trump is under increasing pressure to release further legal documents about the Epstein case, in which he's reported to have been named multiple times. Health service doctors in England have begun a 5-day strike in a dispute about pay and conditions. Their union, the British Medical Association, wants a 29% increase. Hugh Pym has more.
Previous strikes by doctors saw widespread cancellations of planned treatment and appointments. This time, NHS leaders are being more openly critical of the doctors' union than before, and they've urged hospitals to continue with as many operations and appointments as they can. The BMA says this could mean senior doctors who are not striking will be overstretched, trying to cover emergency as well as non-urgent work. The Health Secretary, Wes Streeting, said the BMA had walked away after constructive talks. In a letter to resident doctors, he said he deeply regretted the situation.
That's the latest. BBC News.
When you wake up in the morning and you know the money calling, oh, you go work, but you know it's at your side. If I believe with us, if I hold my hand and believe, oh, cause you know it's at your side. And when you dream, no say I live by you. And when you hustle every day, many wanna go. Anything you do, I live for you. Many if I believe I live your side, fidelity. If I believe with us, fidelity. If I know I live your side, fidelity.
Glyco Life Micro Insurance customers, hey! Glyco Life damwase, more piafo, ya sumo e konfinche duanai, bonsumuni ya nantiye, ye damwase, ne ya simuse, ye de Glyco Life app abba, ewo mobile phone swa, ama yankita hudie, ayemre. Glyco Life Micro Insurance goes digital. Sese die, uye Glyco Life ejuan koswo, ana Glyco Life enidaswa customer, ehun hiase ubenya adansidie krata, etresi wetuya bibi ama Glyco. Die hiani se, ube downloadu Glyco Life app no, ana ye agenta, yatituom abefu kwanso, ebe buawo, mwetumi a downloadu ewo phone so. 24 hours, ebre, any baby a wobia. Ubetumi etuya wuntieni ama Glyco. Anampo ubetumi ajusika every Glyco nchen abefo kwanso. Sanshisheyi edi asumdwe ebebre Glyco Life edwedifo. Baby a wo any ebrebia. Glyco, we cushion you for life.
After a long flight, Safari Homes gives you the peace to unwind. A short drive from the airport, convenient for all. For nature lovers, Safari Valley Resort is a hidden gem, surrounded by lush greenery and luxury amenities. A place where you can truly escape. Now for water adventure, Aqua Safari Resort has it all. Jet skis, canoe rides, kayaking, and a visit to the estuary. And for more excitement, Safari Eco Park is the perfect place to get closer to some amazing animals.
Visit Safari World in Ghana, together bringing you closer to nature.
Brush your teeth every day and night. Up and down and all around. Brush your teeth and bright. Brush your teeth. Brush with mom and dad. Underneath and in between. Brush the germs away.
Pepsodent, cavity protection.
For 10 times stronger.
This advert is FDA approved.
We face real challenges every day in Ghana, from high rent prices, housing challenges, expensive food, traffic that drains our pocket and reduces our life expectancy, and rising electricity bills. But what if we told you that these problems are all interconnected and there are sustainable solutions that can actually save you money and improve your life? This August, the Joy Sustainability Month focuses on solutions to some of our key sustainability issues. For 4 weeks, we're diving deep into the issues that matter to your daily life. We will explore how you can still afford to own a home in Ghana, why your food costs so much, and what we can do about it, how to cut your transport costs, and practical ways to power your home, amongst others. Every weekday, join our expert conversations on the Super Morning Show and other programs. This is not just talk, it's about real solutions for real Ghanaians. Because sustainability isn't just about the environment, it's about sustaining your wallet, your family's future, and Ghana's prosperity. The Joy Sustainability Month starting 4th August 2025. Your sustainability future starts with the right conversations. The Joy Sustainability Month is brought to you by Joy Business and supported by Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Mr. Speaker, Right Honorable Speaker, fellow citizens, Ghana for Ghana Sidino, Apeke.
Charlie, not again. And I need to return this car by Friday. No money and payday is 3 weeks away? How do I fix this? How? Bank loan, account setup, long process. Nah, forget it. Let me see if Fafa can help.
Yes. Fafa from Bank of Africa can sort you out fast. From engine repairs to school fees or side hustle support, Quick Fix Loan from Bank of Africa is here for you. Call 030-224-9690 or chat Fafa at boaghana.com and take advantage of the Quick Fix Loan for salaried workers, offered at an unbeatable interest rate with no cash deposit required. Promo runs from now to 31st October. T's and C's apply.
Hey, Fafa, wait here. Papa.
Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner.
Your family's health should never be a worry, no matter where you are in the world. Are you a Ghanaian in the diaspora, a foreign resident in Ghana, or a Ghanaian looking for the perfect health insurance plan for yourself or your family in Ghana? Then the Apex Ebusiapa Health Cover is what you need. A comprehensive health insurance plan to protect your loved ones. From hospital stays to life-saving treatments, we ensure quality healthcare at an affordable cost. Apex Ebusiapa Health Cover. You don't just send love home, you secure it. Visit Apex Health Insurance at Zion House, Boundary Road, Shashi East Legon, or call 0540-128-256 or 0501-683912. Apex Ebusiapa Health Plan. Global love, local care.
Do you suspect you didn't get the right amount of fuel? Do you have issues about the quality of fuel you bought? Or did you experience bad customer service at the filling station? Don't stress. The National Petroleum Authority, NPA, is here to assist you. Reach out to our call center on 0302-550-380. That is 0302-550-380. Or feel free to walk into our office located at Jowolu off the N1 highway or any of our regional offices to make a complaint or inquiry. If you experience any of these at the filling station, you have up to 48 hours to report it. NPA, where customer care meets excellence.
Do you ever wonder how your car's engine is doing as you drive?
Not often.
Does it feel confident and protected, or is it tired and struggling?
I have a busy schedule, so I leave matters of my engine to Shell V-Power. With Shell V-Power, you can feel confident because it is the best ever fuel designed for performance and efficiency. Shell V-Power removes performance rubbing deposits, so you can feel protected.
Fill up with Shell V-Power at a Shell service station near you. Feel confidence, feel protection, and feel performance over and over again with Shell V-Power. Fuel the feeling with Shell V-Power. Go well.
Dear business owner, congrats on not giving up on your business. You deserve a medal, and your business deserves to be taken to the next level. In fact, it's about time you run a Zenith Bank SME account so you and your business can enjoy the perks of a Zenith SME business card. Oga and Oga Madam status.
The Zenith SME Business Card is a Visa debit card for making secure payments for goods and services. Enjoy great benefits such as free customized digital SME training, free marketing toolkits, access to Visa practical skills training, and more. Unlock the potential of your business today. Visit any Zenith Bank branch nationwide and sign up for the Zenith SME Business Card, the ultimate payment solution for SMEs. For more information, visit www.zenithbank.com.gh or call 0302 680-884 or 0307-086-370. Zenith Bank, in your best interests.
Unfortunately, foreign currencies are becoming the means of transacting business in Ghana. This trend, if not checked, will erode the confidence in our currency, drive inflation, and result in the loss of value in the symbol of our sovereignty. The Speaker, to curb this unfortunate development, His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama has directed that beginning today, 24th of July 2025, no contract awarded by government, irrespective of source of fund, should be denominated in foreign currency.
If I got locked away and we lost it all today, tell me honestly, would you still love me the same? If I showed you my flaws, if I couldn't be strong.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7
Would you stay by my side, or is you gonna say goodbye? Can you tell me right now? If I couldn't buy you the fancy things in life, shawty, would it be alright? Come and show me that you do.
Now tell me, would you really ride for me? Baby, tell me, would you die for me? Would you spend your whole life with me? Would you be there to always hold me down? Tell me, would you really cry for me? Baby, don't lie to me. If I didn't have anything, I wanna know, would you stick around?
If I got locked away and we lost it all today, tell me honestly, would you still love me the same? If I showed you my flaws, if I couldn't be strong, tell me honestly, would you still love me the same?
We all sip the Henny for the day, baby. Bad man, we no stray, baby. Oops, I done fell for you, baby. I know, girl, but and I know from the first time
be a little drunk. Know your name. Got that shame. I don't know how to explain it to you, but girl, I'm just saying, if you got a man back home, I don't know him. What? Just keep it on the hush. Pocket full of don't beat around the bush. Walk on green, I can even hit a putt. K.O. shot it when I hit her with a punchline. Hit a couple shots when it's crunch time. Ducking from my ex like the one time. Throw a sign when you really try and go. Got the car parked right at the door. I don't know your name, but you heard my name. I know why you came to get that name. But you heard my name, girl, I know you wanna be mine.
I ain't even know it, ain't know it. Take the car here to the stage, and you seen throwing that air for days. Booty going up, down. I ain't got no problem spending all of my money, tryna see what's up now. I can do this all day like it ain't nothing. Black car, party in the backyard. Shawty got the black bar showing. Tatted up, fat enough. She a bad, that she already know it. Yeah, she know it, yeah, she know it. Yeah, she know it. She a bad, that she already know it. Yeah, she know it, yeah, she know it. Yeah, she know it, yeah, she know it. She gon' make me spend some money on it. Yeah, she know it. Whole bank account, I blow it. Go do a show to end, bring some more in. Pockets bigger than a Samoan. I'm in the stage every time, shout it go in. Shout it go in, shout it go in. Booty hit the floating, slow motion. I'm so gone on Patron. I don't know how I'm getting home later on. Like I ain't even know it. Take the car here to the stage. Seen throwing that for days.
Oh, nana, look what you done started. Oh, nana, why you gotta act so naughty? Oh, nana, I'm about to spend all this cash. Oh, nana, if you keep shaking that. Oh, na-na-na. Put your hands in the air if you're loving tonight. Oh, na-na-na. Keep your hands in the air if you're spending the night. Oh, na-na-na. Oh, na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Everybody say it like. Oh, na-na-na. Oh, na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Everybody say it. Baby, I'm the one you like, yeah. I'ma give you what you like, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'ma give it to you right, yeah. Best time of your life, yeah. Oh, yeah. Baby, when you ready, tell her wait, just get the check. Girl, I know you ready, I ain't even gotta check. You been through the worst, let me show you who the best. You know I'ma get you right, girl, the more to the left. Oh, nana, look what you done started. Oh, nana, gonna make you want it. Get you tipsy, a little blunt, I pulled up in the S by honey. Up feeling all up on it. You know what I came to do. You know what I came to do. You know what I came to do. You know what I you know what I came to do. 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 You know what I came to do.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
I like it, I love your smile and the way that you move, yeah, yeah. Baby, can I have a minute? Girl, I promise I won't waste your time, 'cause I know you kinda busy. Basically, all I'm trying to say is you caught my eye. I know you need love, I'm trying to give it. And if you don't trust me, I'll try. I'm a man of my word, girl. And if you really want it, girl, I'll give it to you. I'm so in love, like it ain't nothing to make you want it. Get you tipsy, a little blunt, I pulled up in the S by honey. Pulled up feeling all up on it.
I don't know if you could take it. No, you wanna see me naked, naked, naked. I wanna be a baby, baby, baby. Spinning in his red just like he came from Maytag. Rocket with it on the brown like. When I get like this, I can't be around you. I'm too little to dim down a notch, 'cause I can into things that I'm gon' do. Wow, wow, wow. You know these cookies for the bag. Kitty, baby, get her things to rest. Like the 68 Jets. Diamonds are nothing when I'm rocking with you. Diamonds are nothing when.
So live here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. DJ Obetti getting us into a Friday groove here on the Super Morning Show. But also, this morning, our focus is on the media review of the 2025 budget by the Finance Minister, Kasiel Atoforsen. And I'd like to know, okay, what whether your expectations were met and what you make of some of the things he talked about. I know that many of you are talking about the road constructions. We'll get into them here on the Super Morning Show. This morning we'll be hearing from the Deputy Roads Minister, Alhassan Suhini. But also issues to do with the dollar. Now, a social watcher, Kweku, has sent us a message. Blessed. It says, Good morning, Winston and team. As a retired banker, I know for a fact that treasurers of some banks divert foreign currencies given by the Bank of Ghana to Forex Bureau, and black marketeers and share profits with them. Until the Bank of Ghana puts in place stringent accountability measures on the support of banks, traders who genuinely need Forex for business transactions will be met with the usual mantra of we don't have foreign currency from the banks, and therefore they will have to go to Abuchi for these currencies. What are the banks using the foreign remittances sitting at their correspondent bank accounts for? Okay.
Yeah. Great point there.
No, but when I made the point in the morning, I knew what I was talking about. So all I'm saying is, don't say, oh, no, because they don't want to do the right thing. The Bank of Ghana should go and check. Deal with these problems. Otherwise, it'll be business as usual.
Yeah.
So the dollar is supposed, but that's you won't get it. Because the truth is, and I'll make this point, if I want dollars today, and I call my friends at the bank, they will give me. They'd give me. At least the 10,000 I'd get. But somebody may need it for, for trading purpose, and it'll be a problem. So let's just face it, okay? Let's do the right thing. Let's make sure everybody who needs the dollars can get the dollars, particularly the traders, so that they don't go to, the black market. So this morning, our focus is on the media budget review. We'll talk a bit about the tax, but Blessed, we've shown when it comes to the public debt that even if you look at the exchange rate, it does the magic.
It's striking it out by over 100 billion.
Yes. So you see, if you do if you look at it right now, the 28 billion with the 10.5, that gives you about 299 billion. But if you went for the 28 billion with the 15, it's about 440. So that is over 130 billion.
Just going away.
So that's the reality. Anyway, what I want you to do
more. We need to do more.
No, look, I am one of those. I am one of those who say, if the cedi's value to the dollar is 7 cedis, let it be 7 cedis.
Right.
Yes, let it be 7 cedis. After all, if it's 7 cedis,
we all love it.
Love it. If it's 5 cedis, my goodness, you buy the latest ride, isn't it? Anyway, experience the ultimate waterfront getaway at Aqua Safari. Relax in style and comfort, and let the soothing sounds of nature rejuvenate your soul. Come visit the best resort in Ghana, from luxurious rooms and suites to exciting water sports and outdoor activities. The stay packages are designed to provide you with an unforgettable experience at the serene bank of the Volta River at Big Ada. Therefore, whether you're looking for a vacation destination or that perfect riverfront venue for your conference, your only option is Aqua Safari. Call 0800 110 190 or 0540 110 190 now. And this morning, like I indicated, the Deputy Roads Minister will be joining us. So he'll be telling us the 166 constituencies. So for those of you who have been asking questions, is my constituency part like I've been asking? Wait patiently. We'll get answers to these and many more questions for you.
And just as I was indicating, my constituency is catered for, that of Winston. We're not too sure, so we have to ask him precisely if Impoho is part of that, because if it's not addressed, then they need to push it to 167.
Of course.
Definitely,
of course.
It ought to be done. So we'll wait for the Deputy Roads Minister to speak to us shortly. But there's also an exciting news from Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited, your #1 supplier of quality office essentials, equipment, and also furniture at affordable prices. They are introducing an online store for you for your shopping convenience. That will mean that you no longer have to come physically to any of the branches near you. All you ought to do now is to log on to kingdomstoreonline.com. They will arrange delivery to your homes and offices within a reasonable time. Then the exciting news for those within Accra and Tema is that they are doing the delivery and also accepting payments via Momo across all networks. So terms and conditions to apply at Kingdom. Quality and affordability is the hallmark.
So Fidelity Bank wants to grow with you, from the dreams of youth to the ambitions of adulthood. Wherever you are on your journey, starting a career, building a family, growing a business, or planning your future, they're here for your journey. Every goal deserves the chance to flourish. And with hard work, dedication, and a strong belief in yourself, the seed of greatness is within reach. So trust in the journey and understand that Fidelity Bank is with you every step of the way. Together, let them turn your dreams into a reality. They're here for your journey. Believe with them.
And we're inching closer to that conference which everyone is talking about, the Give Thyself Holy Conference. Are you serious about your calling, just as Winston is, to become Osofumuko? Well, you have the opportunity now. The Give Thyself Holy Conference is your divine appointment from the 5th to the 8th of August at Nakazo campus, equipping Joy pastors, leaders, and also ministry workers for a life-changing experience with Bishop Doug Hayward Mills. Expect deep teachings, practical ministry wisdom, and also the power of the Holy Spirit. Your passion for souls, loyalty, and full-time ministry will be reignited. This is where destinies are shaped. So if you want to be a part of this, star 928 star 777 star 928 star 777 hash, then you'd be on board the Give Thyself Holy Conference.
So you want extra peace of mind for you and your family? Then get more in it. That's so from Glyco Life, a life insurance plan that truly delivers. Enjoy free e-health services, a guaranteed death benefit for your loved ones, and a permanent disability benefit that supports you through life's unexpected challenges. It's simple, secure, and just a dial away. Dial star 765 hash now to sign up. Glyco, we cushion you for life.
And speaking about cushioning you for life, aging is a big issue. And Winston, yesterday, the General Secretary for the Ghana Medical Association, Dr. Richard Solomon, was on the show speaking to us about the aging conference, which the multimedia group is part of. It's a very, very, very great conversation coming up today.
It's important, you know. You know, as you grow, a lot of things change.
Indeed,
a lot of things change, and your organs too, begin to grow weak. Indeed. And you must know the things you must do and not do. You know, so for those who are growing older and still pretending to be young, desist. And so you must listen to, the lecture today.
Yes, which is happening later today on all of our platforms. If you are not within Sunyain, then you have the opportunity to listen to us on radio, I believe. But also, in the month of August, we're doing the Sustainability Month, right? Because all of these issues, as you're talking about aging, how you can still afford to own your own home here in Ghana, why food is costing us so much, what we can do about it, how to cut your transport costs, the practical ways to power your home, amongst others. All of these issues will be featuring into that Joy Sustainability Month, which is focusing on solutions to some of our key sustainability issues. So it's happening over a 4-week period, and you have to be a part of that. It's starting August 4, 2025. Your sustainable future starts with the right conversations. So expect weekly or weekday conversations with experts on the Super Morning Show and other programs that we have for you. It will not just be a talk, it's about real solutions to real challenges that we're facing. So the Joy Sustainability Month is brought to you by Joy Business. It's also supported by Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
So there's never been a better time to get things done, and SG Ghana is making it possible. Our low interest loans are back. If you're a salaried worker, then or whether you're on controller and accountant general's department's payroll, you work with an SG Ghana listed institution, already bank with SG Ghana, this is your time. So from now till the end of September 2025, apply and receive a loan from SG Ghana for your personal or business needs and enjoy unbelievably low interest rates during the Yasana Tisu loan promo. Join thousands of Ghanaians transforming their lives with the money they need at rates they love. Visit any SG Ghana branch near you or call 0302-214-314 for more details about the Yasana Tisu loans promo today. Terms and conditions apply. SG Ghana, the future is you.
And have you heard about the incredible benefits of Excellium from Total Energies? Let me tell you about that. Premium fuel with its 3-in-1 amazing power. Now, Total Energies is introducing you to the Excellium new formula. It's the additive enriched fuel with its 3-in-1 action that cleans your engine, extends its life, and also lowers your fuel consumption. So, thanks to the cumulative effect of the anti-corrosion, anti-wear, and detergent additives, Excellium new formula also lowers your vehicle's fuel consumption. So if you don't want to pay too much 1 cedi more on your fuel consumption, this is the right time for you. While reducing CO2 emissions, your drives are. That's the experience you have, with the Total Energies Excellium new formula. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
So Ghana, let's talk water tanks. I'm sure by now you know that the real secret to water storage, it's simple. If your tank doesn't have the tortoise on it, then it's not the correct tank. That's right. The tortoise tank Syntex tank is the champion of water tanks. A strong, durable, and built to handle a Ghanaian weather. So rain or shine, Syntex tank has your back. So my people, go outside, check your tank, and if it doesn't have the tortoise on it, then it's time to upgrade. Join the Syntex family today and enjoy water storage that's tough like a tortoise. Call 0244 335168 to buy now or find one of our 400 agents nationwide. You can also shop online at syntexgh.com. Syntex tank, you're strong, you're tough.
And just can't believe that we are just about 6 days away from saying goodbye to the month of July. And
really? Really?
That's how fast the year is moving. We're past media already and wondering where to hold your media review and planning sessions or staff retreats to turbocharge for the second half of the year. There is only one venue, and that should be the Safari Valley Resort. Think of that green, serene environment, the accessibility meeting rooms, the flow and layout space, room flexibility, quality of equipment. So much more happening there. The first class catering services. Sami loves the chicken light soup. Unfortunately, he's not getting that this morning. So you should go ahead of us and get that at Safari Valley Resort. It's your first choice. Call them on 0596 914 394 is the number to call them on. Safari Valley, bringing you closer to nature.
And Discover MNC Group Global, your number one partner in real estate, minerals trading, and export, logistics, and food commodity trading. Now, with their global presence, they connect markets that drive business growth with tailor-made solutions to meet your needs. And trust them to maximize your value in every deal. Reach them on at MNC Group at mncgroupgh.com. MNC Group, totally reliant.
And we're also warming up to the great discounts that will be reigning when you join us for the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair Mini Clinic. This one is happening Friday, July 25, today as we speak, to Sunday, all through to Sunday, July 27 at the EcoBank branch, Tema Community 7 traffic light, closer to KFC if you're within Tema Community 7. So you need to be a part of that mini clinic. The second one happening for Habitat Fair 2025. Let's help you turn home ownership and that dream into a lived reality. So the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair for 2025 is powered by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, brought to you also by Drive EVGH, drive into a sustainable future. So many partners on board: Virtual Security Africa, Safety and Home Solutions, Superlock Technologies, DPS Pipes, Elegant Homes and General Construction. Gold Key Properties is also on board. Ayuda is here. Special Gardens, DBS Industries Limited, Doormasters, Less Fortune, LandlordAfrica.com, The Builders Market. You have Right House Energy Limited, Syntex Tank. We have Automation Ghana, Interplus, Yoban Security, Clifton Homes, and Western Villas. So all of these people will be there at the EcoBank branch, Tema Community 7. When you move right there from today, all throughout the weekend, it will be raining discounts there. And EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair 2025, we say dream it, own it, and live it.
Sharp, dream it, own it, live it. Let me say good morning to my friend Ernest Abuaji. When I said that we are growing, it was my senior in Maori school. He says he's young. Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
You can be young.
Psychologically.
Oh, don't worry. At some point, the body will expose you. Yeah. Anyway, let's get, when we return after these messages, sports and your birthday messages here on the Super Morning Show.
Ma, have you received the delivery?
Sis,
Yeah, na riders bay. Send in the momo.
Okay, star 176.
Power. Don't you use a smartphone? Use the momo app ne.
Huh? Aba app.
Hey, I want to say millennium, say millennial. Inyim. Oh, millennium for ya nyaze. Switch to the app. Oh, you're smart. And oh, you're secure.
Enter a world of possibilities with the Momo app. Pay your favorite merchant, pay utility bills, and borrow from our wide range of lending services. Move to the app side today. MTN.
Ever wondered what else your Standard Chartered Visa card can do? It is not just for taking money from ATMs. Your Standard Chartered Visa card is the enjoyment card. Use it to shop at malls and supermarkets and for all your online transactions. Book and pay for that overdue vacation online and win fantastic rewards like airtime, Melcom gift vouchers, and a weekend stay at a plush hotel and many more. It is the enjoyment card. So next time you're about to make any payment, let your Standard Chartered Visa card lead the way, not cash. It is your gateway to secure, convenient, and rewarding payments. Visit the 360 Rewards website for more information. Standard Chartered, here for good.
FPAC is effective for headaches and relieves the symptoms of flu, colds, and catarrh. FPAC blows away the pain associated with sore throats. During and after a hard day's work, FPAC relieves you of body pains. After the day's sports workout, FPAC helps the body to control the aching muscles. FPAC is effective against feverishness. FPAC reduces body temperature associated with malaria and other fevers. FPAC is effective against rheumatic pains. You can find FPAC in all pharmacy and chemical select shops throughout the country. FPAC is not recommended for children less than 16 years of age, ulcer and asthmatic patients, pregnant and lactating mothers. If symptoms persist for more than 2 days, consult your doctor. FPAC blows your pain away.
FPAC Junior follows in the tradition of FPAC tablets, a trusted friend to relieve your child of pain associated with teething, catarrh, cold, and fever. The good that FPAC does for you, FPAC Junior does for your child. FPAC Junior is for children between 6 months and 12 years. FPAC Junior blows your child's pain away.
Win big in the Cowbell Coffee with You Every Moment promo. Brand new Suzuki Jimny SUV. Cash prizes. All expense paid luxury trips to Zanzibar or South Africa. Smart TV, smartphone, and many more. Just buy 10 promo sachets of Cowbell Coffee. Find the unique codes inside the sachet and dial *713*27# or scan the QR codes on the sachet, which takes you to a microsite to enter your unique code. 10 sachets equals 1 entry, and boom, you are in. So hurry, buy your favorite Cowbell Coffee, sip and win. Promo runs from July 15th to September 15th. Terms and conditions apply. This advert is FDA approved. This promo is regulated by the NLA on a Caritas lottery platform.
Now time for your birthday messages here on the Super Morning Show, brought to us by MTN. Everywhere you go, and Bank of Africa. Get a quick fix loan from Bank of Africa at an unbeatable interest rate. Call or visit Bank of Africa today. Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, strong as a group, as close as a partner. So let's get into the birthday messages.
Okay, I see one here. Says happy birthday to my grandson Emmanuel Kofi Mafo Jr. May the Almighty God bless him with good health, more knowledge, and success. It's coming through from Prince Jiman, aka Luda of Sebot Microcredits Services.
Great. So this one says happy birthday to Deaconess Mrs. Margaret Owusu Ajiman of the Church of Pentecost, Albert Clotte Temple, Community 16 District. God grant you long life with good health. We love you from the Ajiman and Owusu in Tiamwa Apia families. And this one says happy birthday to Barbara Boy of Absa Bank. It's from your daughters Nalamle and Nalam Yoko. They say they love you very much. This one says happy birthday to our wonderful son Watching you grow has been the greatest gift God has given us. You're kind, full of energy. We love you more than words can say. As your name says, Sedufia, God has crowned you king, and you shall rule in the land of the living all the days of your life. Remain blessed. Shishi baby.
And we say amen to that.
Happy 4th day. Happy 4th birthday.
Yeah.
King Darius Sedufia Mauli from Mr. and Mrs. Don Mauli at KNet. This one says, happy birthday to our senior pastor, Reverend Samuel Awukujachi. You faithfully nourish us with the living word of God. You have poured your heart into disciplining us and helping us grow in Christ. In both joy and pain, you stood in prayer for us, often in silence, and it's from the entire congregation, ICGC Royal Temple, Awoshi. And this one says, you are another year older today, yet you are still as young and beautiful as ever in my eyes. Happy birthday, my dear wife, Victoria Fenu. Is from your husband, Selom Tuma. And this one says, happy birthday to Tony Michael of Stanbic Bank Ghana Limited. You have the gift of making everyone feel included and valued, from your good friend Ben Osafo Setre, aka Watoto.
I like that name.
Which one that? You like Watoto?
Watiti.
But let me say congratulations to Professor Philomena Datsi.
Oh, great.
Who is Dean of Students of UPSA, on your promotion to the rank of Associate Professor of the Faculty of Accounting and Finance.
You are a big woman.
Big woman. And look, this is actually the wife of Francis Dazi, formerly of the Advertising Association of Ghana. Now, Professor Philomena Dazi was my supervisor during my MBA. And as supervisor, I would look for students like that I've not seen some before. You know, she actually would look for you. And when we graduated, she was just even waiting to take a picture with us. She's such a great woman. So, Prof, congratulations. I'll pass by the office. Last time I went to the campus.
But how can you go there alone?
I went to the campus and
you shouldn't be going there alone. We should be following her home.
She has 3 beautiful daughters. So you should be following.
We should be there.
You should be following me. Bad man. Anyway, let's get into the Sports Center. It's brought to us by MTN. Switch to MTN's eSIM. Download my MTN app to go seamless today. Standard Chartered Bank here for good. And FPAC blows your paying away. DSTV got an awesome news to share. Pay your DSTV package 3 and be upgraded to the next higher package for free from now to the 31st of July. Dial *759#. I pick it. And then Cowbell Coffee with you every moment.
And Charlie, big things are happening. Cowbell Coffee is giving everyone the chance to win amazing prizes. So you could either win the PS5 consoles for gamers, smart TVs, phones, laptops, cash prizes, and even the luxury all-expense paid trip to Zanzibar and South Africa. There's also a cherry on top, the brand new Suzuki Jimny SUV. It's the Jimny SUV, Suzuki Jimny SUV.
You almost said Jimmy.
Jimmy, Jimny. Yes.
Nice one.
Yeah. I should be going in for that. And just buy 10 promo sachets of the Cowbell Coffee. Find the unique codes inside, and all you have to do is to dial *713*27#. You can scan the QR code on the sachet to enter your codes, and then you'd be in and on board. So the sachets equal one entry. You'd be when you enter that, and so you can visit the Cowbell Coffee GH on social media, and you can get more information on that. With you every moment. That's what Cowbell Coffee is telling you this morning. So promo runs from now to July 15, September. It's running from now to September 15, I should say. And this advert is vetted by the FDA. So terms and conditions do apply on that one, Winston.
And look, boss lady, yes, you the go-getter, the planner, the do-it-all woman, building her business one bold step at a time. MTN sees you, and we're cheering you on every step of the way, and that's why we've created MTN Ejumapa just for you. It's more than a bundle. It's your new business bestie with special data and call bundles. You stay connected to your customers, suppliers, and everything that helps your hustle grow. But wait, there's more. MTN Ejumapa also comes with insurance benefits to help protect the business you've worked so hard to build, because we know you're not just working for today, you're building a future. It's time to level up, scale up, and shine brighter than ever. Dial *5060# now. Grab your Ejumapa bundle and let's get to work on your success story together. MTN Ejumapa, powering women in business.
Okay, for many years you put in that hard work to build what you have now, that business, that career. You think about it, your savings, so much more is happening. But now is the time to take it to the next level. We know and understand that you have wealth ambitions, whether you're seeking to invest, grow your wealth, or to secure your legacy. We're here to help you make that right move at the right time. So with Standard Chartered, you're getting just more than banking. You're getting access to a global network of tailored solutions designed to grow, manage, and to protect your wealth for generations to come. Our expertise and global network offers you an array of wealth and diversified investment options around the world. So now is the time to act on insight, not on hindsight. Let Standard Chartered help you grow, protect, and to safeguard your wealth. Let's get talking. 023 300 0041. And guess what? Standard Chartered is here for good, and Achu is also joining us this morning, and we'll be having a lot more in the world of sports, isn't it?
Complete it and submit it here at the front desk of Joy FM, or you could submit a scanned copy of the signed form to the WhatsApp number 0540 106 466. In case you need to register, call 11 on that same number and it will take you through the registration process for this year's Joy Sport Invitational. Remember, it's happening on the 9th of August at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium, and we're just 15 days away from that. Let's start from the Black Queens of Ghana, and they are in Morocco for the 2024 Women's African Cup of Nations. Sports Minister Kofi Adams wants more investment, sustained investment into women's football, particularly to the Black Queens, in order to sustain the gains the Queens have made. Ghana made a semi-final appearance at the Women's Elite Football Competition on the continent for the first time in 9 years, only to lose to Morocco on penalty shootout in Tuesday's semi-final. Kofi Adams says only continued investment will keep the Black Queens competitive.
Don't forget that Morocco has done massive investment in sports, in everything, both infrastructure and the soft and hard investment. You have it in Morocco. So South Africa have done so also in the past. We need to follow suit. We can't just speak and not follow through it. But I'm happy that His Excellency the President himself is very determined and very focused when it comes to sports. And so we're going to see something happening. But we need everybody on board, especially corporate Ghana, private and public, come on board to support the team. And we give them more training opportunities, more contact hours. We will be a team to watch come 2026.
That's Kofi Adams. He's with the Black Queens in Morocco. He makes a big call on the need to invest and in a sustained, consistent manner. Well, one country that is no strangers to that is Morocco. Their women's team have now made consecutive WAFCON finals, having lost in 2022 to South Africa when they hosted the competition on home soil again. They also last year or 2 years ago made it to the round of 16 of the Women's World Cup. My colleague Lawrence Bedu has been following the trajectory of investment into the women's game in Morocco.
The rise in sporting success is no coincidence. It's the result of a deliberate long-term investment strategy in youth development and infrastructure that's now paying dividends on the international stage. From grassroots football programs to elite training centers, Morocco has been building the foundations of a sporting revolution, not just for boys, but critically for girls too. At the heart of it all, access. Recreational spaces have mushroomed across the country, offering young talent a stage to dream, train, and thrive. These recreational spaces, including skating parks, football parks, and basketball courts, are deliberate strategies for future successes. That investment paid off at the last Women's Africa Cup of Nations, where the Atlas Lionesses stunned the continent by reaching the final. They also made the last four of the 2024 edition. The men's senior national team became the first African nation to qualify to the semi-finals of the World Cup in 2022. The North African side also impressed at the Paris 2024 Olympics. What sets Morocco apart is not just talent, but the system nurturing it. Structured academies, top-tier coaching, and most importantly, equal opportunities for girls and boys alike. With this momentum, the North African side are quickly becoming a serious contender, not just in Africa, but on the world stage.
Lawrence Beidou, who is in Morocco covering the Women's African Cup of Nations, proudly supported by Adanse Travels, who are sponsoring our coverage of the Women's African Cup of Nations. Let's talk about the football on the pitch itself. Later today, the Queens will take on South Africa in the third place playoff contest. If they win that match, they will take home $350,000. But if in the unlikely events that they lose, they will settle for $300,000. Let's first hear from Black Queens coach Kim Las Yokigrin, who is happy with the progress the Queens have made despite losing that semi-final on Tuesday.
I think from the federation and everything, it's very clear that Ghana wants to be a top 4 team, like one of the big ones up there that is fighting for the top 4, top 3 positions every year. And if you are like top 4 every time, then you sooner or later going to win the tournament. And we know that this is an upcoming World Cup in Brazil in a couple of years, and I think to qualify for that, you need to be top 4. So this is a good statement for us that see that we are good enough to be top 4. We're good.
Well, one manager who was looking to make it consecutive final appearances is Desiree Ellis. She's the head coach of the South African team, defending champions from 2022, who lost that semi-final to Nigeria on Tuesday. She looks ahead to the game against Ghana, a team she has to meet twice in the same competition, having earlier defeated the Black Queens by 2-0 in the group stage.
Was to get to the final and go back to back, and a bit of disappointment in not reaching it, but we still have a game to play, and we want to end on a high note, and obviously go home with a heads held high. We've got one training session to go today. There's not a lot that you can do. We've done so many things during the tournament and how to prepare. We've played against Ghana, and it's always difficult to play the same team twice in the tournament, but we'll give it our best shot. Thank you.
Well, let's talk about the men's game then, shall we? Because Jeffrey Schlupp, he signed a 1-year deal at Carrow Road and will wear the number 27 shirt for Norwich City. He joins the Canaries, and in his first words since signing his contract, says he's really excited and it's something new again, but a lot to look forward to back at a championship club, and a big one at that. Norwich City Sporting Director Ben Napa also indicated that Jeffrey's career so far speaks for itself, and they were delighted to have him and his family in Norwich City. He was born in Hamburg, Germany, to Ghanaian parents, moving to England at a young age, and over the years he's played for a number of Premier League clubs, including Leicester City, where he won the Premier League, later joined Crystal Palace, made 150 Premier League appearances across all competitions, I beg your pardon, for Leicester City, and was part of the team that made history, winning the Premier League in 2016. Now, yesterday there was a really interesting story that broke from the Central African Republic, because their former head of the Football Federation, Patrice Edouard Ngaisona, he's been found guilty of committing 28 war crimes and crimes against humanity by the judges at the International Criminal Court. He was accused, alongside Alfred Yekatom, of coordinating attacks against the country's Muslim population between 2013 and 2014. Yekatom is nicknamed Rambo, and he was found guilty of 20 charges. The judges gave their verdict after a trial lasting almost 4 hours, involving more than 170 witnesses and nearly 20,000 items of evidence. Ngasona was sentenced to 12 years and Yekatom to 15 years. Back into football, and yesterday Arsenal were in action. On Wednesday, I beg your pardon, they had to beat AC Milan by 1-0 in that pre-season friendly. The manager of the team is Mikel Arteta. He's looking at the progress the team has got to make after finishing in second place in the Premier League for 3 consecutive seasons.
Yeah, there's always things to improve, and especially raising the physical levels, because the demands and actually to be able to perform and impact the game at that level, it's demands really high physical standards, and try to find that cohesion within the players and share the minutes, and everybody has to step up a level. We know that, and we certainly, I think, in the good direction.
Well, the team Arsenal have to beat to the Premier League title, if they are to win it, are Liverpool. They have boosted their squad with quite a number of signings, the latest of which is French forward Hugo Ekitike. As Liverpool captain Virgil van Dijk on the need for them to be consistent despite all they've accomplished so far.
So I said to him, the hard work starts now. He has to work his socks off and be important for us whenever he can, and that's the message. Listen, I think this season we all start from scratch. I think everyone has tried to improve their teams, and we as well. I think we did a great addition to the team so far, and let's see what happens for the rest of the transfer window. But I think it's all down to hard work, showing our quality, consistency, and we know how difficult that is. So focus on ourselves, and the hard work obviously is already going. You know, we work so hard in training, double sessions in the heat, in the humidity here.
That was Virgil van Dijk, Liverpool captain, speaking there, ending the Joy Sports Centre. Before we go, let me say happy birthday to two former colleagues of mine, Joseph Apia-Dolphine, who these days works at the Israeli Embassy, and Nana Oye Ankra, Charlotte Nana Oye Ankra. Happy birthday to you, wherever you are this morning. Enjoy the best of this day.
Okay, thank you very, very much.
Every day I will remind you, you have a charge to fulfill. August 9. Saturday, August 9. University of Ghana Sports Stadium.
Yes.
Joy Sports Invitational. You have only one job.
Which is?
The arm wrestling competition.
Oh, it's
you and Lexus Bill.
It is done.
Okay.
But the arm wrestling is not as easy as you make it.
Maza, you came to run your mouth.
You don't know those who are coming.
You said quite a bit about your credentials.
But you don't know those who are coming.
You said irrespective of who you are facing, irrespective of their expertise level, their exposure level, the number of competitions they've participated in, what you said.
Agbena.
This is not the time to be sounding cautious, and no, you have given us hope.
So Agbena,
maintain that energy and go and deliver on August 9. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much for joining us. We'll bring you the Joy Business Minute shortly, brought to us by Consolidated Bank Ghana, CBG. We stand with you, and Anointed Engineering Services, the generator experts. And so Anointed Engineering Services Limited is into the sale of ultra-silent, fuel-efficient diesel generating sets with sizes ranging from 5 kVA to 3,000 kVA at competitive prices. And for every generator you acquire, you enjoy a 5-year warranty. They also want to take maintenance and repairs of all kinds of diesel generating sets. And the services include, but not limited to, a 24-hour emergency service, sale of genuine spare parts, a reliable rental service, professional advice, sale of tower lights and rental. Locate their latest branch at Pokwasi White House opposite Eco Block, and head office at number 77 Anointed House on the main Odoko Malam Highway near the Odoko traffic light. They also have 21 branches nationwide. They're into skills training. They have a training school that trains students in generators and plants, auto mechanics, electricals, and controls and solar installations, and they offer 80% hands-on training and 20% theory. Call them on 0243-480-334 or 0540-109-493. Anointed, the generator experts. Time now for the Joy Business Minute.
Good morning, welcome to the Joy Business Minutes, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, and Anointed Electricals, the generator expert. Finance Minister Dr. Atuforsen has assured that government is fully committed to removing the COVID-19 levy despite initial delays. The government promised to remove the levy as part of its immediate task when they assume office. However, it was deferred to September this year and subsequently to the year to be presented 2026 budget. Dr. Atuforsen has announced that he will present the 2026 budget in October instead of November this year. Thus, the minister says should give the members of parliament enough time to debate and approve it before next year. The European Union has said it believes a deal on trade tariffs with the US is within reach ahead of August 1 deadline, when President Donald Trump has threatened to impose a sweeping 30% levy on EU import. And that's all for the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, and Anointed Electricals, the generator expert.
Welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And let's get into a conversation about the mid-year budget review, and we're happy to be joined by country senior partner of PwC, Vish Ashiagbo. Good morning, Vish, and thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning, Winston. Hope you're well.
We're doing well. God is taking care of his children. I believe you're well too.
Very well, thank you. Yes.
Great. So let's get into the general assessment of the mid-year review before we get into the specifics. For you, what stood out for you, and were your expectations met?
In summary, I think expectations were met. I think what stood out was the fact that we're on course. We're tracking very well against the original budget that the minister read in March. The indicators, macroeconomic indicators, are pointing in the right direction. But significantly for us at PwC, I think what we liked was the recognition that we're not out of the woods and that there are some fundamental issues that we still have to work on.
Talking about fundamental issues, what are these fundamental issues, and do you get the sense that the finance minister is working on them?
Yes, we do get that sense based on everything we've been told, but those issues are really around public financial management, essentially how we control commitments, how we control expenditure, and then also how we mobilize revenue. This has been a conversation we've been having for years about the need to increase the amount of money that comes into the kitty and how we diversify the sources of that. And then also how we manage our debt to make sure that we don't get into the kind of crisis we experienced in 2022. So I think those issues were well articulated, and there were some indications as to how government intends to deal with those issues in the medium to long term. So we thought that was very useful.
Let's talk about how they were well articulated, because when it comes to revenue generation, he's talked about how our points of entry, particularly the ports, he's talked about smuggling. He talks about how he intends to solve it using AI and other things. But Vish, are these not things we've heard consistently over the period? What's new?
I think what for us was new was the emphasis on the use of technology. So you're right. We've heard general comments, and I think we've all made those comments, really, to be fair, about how we need to tighten the loopholes and how we need to spread the load across different sectors of the economy. But now we're getting signals that the use of technology and digital tools is the focus, and that will help us identify those who ought to be paying, and also to reduce the level of manual intervention so that the gaps that we've experienced over time will be closed. Yes, we didn't get the specific as to which particular AI tools or digital tools will be used, but overall we feel that it's a good signal.
And this morning we're joined by Vish Ashiagbo, who is country senior partner of PwC. Okay, so for you, you believe that is good. What about some of the other things? You've talked about this one. What other things do you see the minister using the right steps in addressing?
Well, again, the focus on tightening the public financial management system in terms of the commitment control and the emphasis that he placed on, for example, when he spoke about the road contracts and the fact that there will be no variations accepted, etc. And then also, if you remember, he made reference to beginning to put together a sinking fund so that when debt obligations and other external factors fall due, we can be in a place to manage those obligations. So I think all of these are positive signals. Of course, the implementation is what is important, but at least in terms of concept and in terms of framework, we feel that it's quite positive.
Great. Let me get your views on, the decision that all contracts going forward will be awarded in Ghana cedis.
Yes.
Good policy?
So, in principle, yes. But I'm not sure how that will work when you're dealing with, let's say, an overseas-based service or goods provider. I understand the thrust of it, because obviously the CD is the legal tender. So in principle it's good, but as to how it will be implemented, I'm not quite sure, because if you're dealing with, let's say, somebody who's supplying you equipment, which is being sourced from overseas, would that really be priced in local currency? I'm not quite sure how that will work, but maybe the details will emerge as we go along.
But in that case, for instance, if the equipment are purchased in dollars, the accounts would always make provision for exchange rate, variations, isn't it?
I guess I thought. Well, I understood that to be more like a measure to help stabilize the cedi and to reduce the volatility of the cedi. So less of an accounting issue in terms of whether you'd be making exchange gains or losses. But I understood that to be a measure to reduce the demand for dollars in the economy, which kind of leads to volatility.
Exactly.
So that's the angle at which we took it from. Yeah.
Okay, but where there's an issue, for instance, and I'm sure as the contracts are signed, certain provisions will be put in there to take care of these, wouldn't it?
So okay, I see what you mean. So you mean that, for example, if the exchange rate moves, then the contract sum would be adjusted to reflect that.
That could be a possibility.
That I think would actually be counterproductive, because it will get you back to the same place. Because if you're changing the contract sum based on the exchange rate, then you might as well price in foreign currency, because essentially you're linking it to the foreign currency. So my understanding of that provision was that the contracts would be fixed in local currency, and then through the other mechanisms we have around expenditure control and public financial management generally, if you lock in a contract at 100 cedis, then it's 100 cedis, unless there's maybe a scope variation or something else that warrants an adjustment.
But you believe implementation of that will be difficult?
I'm not quite sure. I'm not saying it's difficult, but I think it needs some careful thought as to how you'd actually manage that. Because as currencies move on global markets, I'm not sure how that will impact on service providers and folks who are providing goods and products to the government.
Well, Vish, blessed here. And speaking about the cedi, it's become the lifeline to this government. It's having an overarching impact on forex, on public debt, and as we know, the government is moving to tighten the contract aspects. But tell me about what experts' fears are on the fact that government's over-reliance on mineral resources, especially gold, to cushion the performance of the cedi would not be sustainable, looking at the fact that by September there'll be a dollar spike, as the experts were telling me yesterday.
So again, the way we see that is that whilst the gold, for example, and maybe even cocoa prices are holding firm, you take advantage of the additional revenue and additional cash flow that provides. But over the medium to long term, you diversify your revenue sources so that you're not caught out when the tide changes. So that's why I said that the budget or the review that was presented yesterday by the minister, we thought was quite interesting, because it began to lay out or began to give more details around some of the broader initiatives, for example, the 24-hour economy and other policies that essentially are designed to transform the economy. So that in the medium to long term, we reduce our reliance on these commodities that, as you and I know, are very volatile, and they come and go in terms of the benefits that they bring to the economy.
But some credit to the minister, isn't it? This is the first time in the history of the Republic that the cedi has appreciated all throughout the year. At least it's mid-year already. We do not know how it will be ending. But that aside, do you feel that will be sustained? Because many are asking that the impact is not being felt on prices of goods and commodities on the market.
So the issue of impact on goods and services, I think, is tied also to confidence. You know, business people are always making projections, and they are making projections based on what they've seen in the past and what they assess the future to be. So the more confidence they have that, for example, the macroeconomic situation will hold, then the more confidence they also have in terms of reducing their prices, so that everybody can benefit. So we think that that will come with time. Because what we saw or heard from the minister yesterday was that the projections are holding. And actually, I believe that he was quite conservative in terms of maintaining the full year targets for 2025, although he acknowledged that he would hit the inflation target, or we would hit the inflation target ahead of schedule. So I think that as confidence builds in the market, then business people will be more comfortable in terms of reducing their prices. So I expect that that will come in due time.
One outstanding issue about investor sentiment in the extractive sector. You work with PwC. Do you feel that there's an anti-investor sentiment on how government appears to be taking a nationalized approach on that?
I do not think so, or at least we've not seen that in PwC. Yes, of course, the extractives or the businesses that operate in the extractive sectors, as all of us, would like probably a lower tax burden. But I think everybody understands that where we are today, something has to give. And to the extent that they are contributing more to the kitty, and that there's a plan to diversify the base over time, we don't see any significant negative sentiment. Yes, there are concerns that it seems that once again the extractive sector is being singled out for additional burden, but we don't think that is to the extent of negative sentiment at this stage.
Anyway, good news there, but ultimately, where do you see the dollar falling off at the end of the year? Almost all the macro indicators, as you're saying, perhaps Winston is pointing to some good direction, maybe. But how about the performance of the CD?
Let Vish tell us.
That's a difficult one, and I'd be reluctant to stick my neck out to make an exact projection on that, because of course, currencies are not just or the value of the CD in our case is not just driven by what happens in our local economy. International markets and all of that also have an impact. For example, what we just discussed about commodity prices, that impacts on our numbers in terms of our reserves, etc. Suffice to say that with the kind of reserves that the Bank of Ghana has built up, and from what we've been told about the range in which central bank wants to operate the CD, which I think was between 10 and 12, I think that was the narrative from the Bank of Ghana, then we believe that we should be there or thereabouts by the end of the year.
But talking about, the minister being conservative, let me take you to that point again, because you look at the indicators, it looks like it would perform better than these indicators, isn't it?
Well, that's what I meant by he was being conservative, because if you look at the indicators, the variances are quite small, to be honest, at least compared to what we've experienced in the past. And then by his own representation, he expects a stronger second half than the first half. So I think there's some expectation management going on there, which is not a bad thing, by the way, because the volatility that we're exposed to as Ghana is real, and therefore he's probably right to move forward with some cautious optimism.
Finally, based on what you've seen, despite the risk, would you say we're in a better place?
Oh, we're definitely in a better place. I think this time last year, I spoke to your colleague George Riafe, and what I said at that time was that when you're in a crisis, the first thing you need is to stabilize. And then once you've reached a certain level of stability, you begin to work on the underlying factors that got you into trouble in the first place. And I think that's what we're seeing now. So we're definitely in a better place. The indicators are inspiring some confidence or additional confidence. And I think if we're able to continue on this track, what we should see is that the private sector now also coming more aggressively to the table to drive the growth a bit further.
So we can say that apeke. Thank you very much, Vish Ashagbo. Thank you very much, Vish Ashagbo, for joining us this morning. And Vish Ashagbo is country senior partner of PwC. I like the bit Epekeba. Epekeba.
The minister says Apek.
He says Epekeba. Okay, so we'll take it like that. So live here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. What are your own thoughts? Were your expectations met? Get on to X, use the hashtag JoySMS and tell us what those thoughts are. Big stories here on the Super Morning Show, brought to us by Telecel, Connecting Energies, Lancaster University, Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa, and Republic Bank were the one for you.
Okay, listen up, guys. When Republic Bank says they are the one for you, they mean they are actually the one for you, and that's why they've reduced their CD mortgage interest even further to new loads, now in the teens. So that means that you can afford to own your dream home or the next one for less. So don't wait, because this offer is just available for a limited time, and if you're already having a mortgage with your bank, you can switch to Republic Bank today and enjoy this exciting deal. Visit Republic Bank branch today, any of them today. You can also send an email to myhome@republicghana.com and you'd get more details on that. If you're in Accra, the number to call is 054-01-09-649. If you're in the Ashanti region or specifically Kumasi, you can call 054-01-09-901 for more information. Republic Bank, we are the one for you.
So there's exciting news that Telecel Too Much Money promo is heating up. Over 2,781 daily winners have already received 100 Ghana cedis each. 23 lucky winners have bagged 20,000 each in our weekly draws, with many more winners to be revealed in the coming weeks. And the Telecel Too Much Money promo. Now dial star 500 hash or download the Telecel Play app now to opt in and start winning. Start your winning journey. Simply reload or bundle with 5 Ghana cedis and above using Telecel Cash to double your chances of winning. Remember, the more you reload, the greater your chances. You could also be the winner of the grand prize of 1.2 million Ghana cedis. So why wait when winnings are calling your name? Get set to enjoy too much money with a Telecel Too Much Money promo. Telecel, Connecting Energies. And I'd like to know what your thoughts are this morning on the 2025 media budget review. Social media messages brought to us by number 10 Liversalt, a refreshing relief, and EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
A picky media review, the finance minister wants to term it. But are you a business or a home owner thinking about going solar? Now you can afford to go solar with the ASAP loan, which is the Accelerating Solar Action Program. It's by EcoBank. An ASAP loan offers you flexible funding at a fixed rate of 15% over 7 years to support your transition to green technologies. Whether you're a home owner ready to go green, an SME owner looking to cut down on costs, and also an agribusiness seeking sustainable energy solutions, then ASAP loan is for you. So those on the Elevate by EcoBank customers, you can get your ASAP loan at 14%, and that will be for women-led and women-owned businesses. So bring solar power to your business and home with an ASAP loan today. Make that switch and start saving. Go green, go solar with EcoBank today. Toll free 0800 003225. That's the number to call.
When we return after these messages, the Deputy Roads Minister Al-Hassan Suhin is our guest here on the Super Morning Show. We want to understand the roads. We're right back.
Glyco Life Micro Insurance customers, hey! Glyco Life damwase more piafo ya sumo e konfinche duanan bonsumuni ya nantiye ye damwase ne yasemo se ye the Glyco Life app aba e wo mobile phone so a ama yankita hodie ayemre. Glyco Life Micro Insurance goes digital. Say die uye Glyco Life edwankoso ana Glyco Life enidaso customer ehun hia se obenya adansidie krata ekyerese wetua bibi ama Glyco die hia ni se ube downloadu Glyco Life app no ana ye agenta ya tetom abefo kwan so ebeboa wo mwetumi a downloadu ewo phone so 24 hours ebre any baby a wo bia ubetumi etua wontie ni ama Glyco anampo ubetumi ajosika efri Glyco nchen abefo kwan so sanhihye yi ede asomdwe ebebre Glyco Life adwadifo baby a wo any ebre bia Glyco we cushion you for life.
Small money day, big money day, where too much money day. Telecel too much money promo drop. If you dial *500#, then join them for the Telecel too much money promo inside. You will win 100 Ghana cedis cash for the daily draws, 20,000 Ghana cedis for the weekly draws, then 1.2 million Ghana cedis for the grand draw inside. That be 1.2 million Ghana cedis. You for just reload airtime, then get points wey fit make you win. Make you dial *500# or go the Telecel Play app top. Then book inside riders give the Telecel too much money promo. Terms and conditions apply.
Telecel, connecting energies.
This promo will be NLA where they regulate them for the Caritas Lottery platform top.
Always busy on the go. Tap the app, you're good to go. Big dreams, little time. There's a boat for you to ride. Every single time, yeah, yeah. Morning rush to the late night grind. Work to home and gig to gig. Smooth and easy ride and vibe. Safety toolkit by your side. Use code Keep Moving 50 for 50% off your first 3 rides. Download the boat app now. Make moves with boats.
Still unbeatable. Republic Bank has slashed the city mortgage interest rate to a new low. That means it's more affordable to own your dream home. You enjoy lower monthly installments, save on interest payments, flexible loan arrangements, and more. Make the move. Own your home at a lower teen interest rate. But hurry, this offer lasts for a limited time. Visit any Republic Bank branch or send email to myhome@republicghana.com or call Accra 054-0109-649. Kumasi 054-0109-901 to apply today and enjoy a teen interest rate. Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
We shouldn't have gone to that party.
Masa, my head is killing me. Is that your stomach? Yes. What did you eat? I don't know. Get rid of your gastric problems with number 10 liver salt. Number 10 gives you quick, effective relief from nausea, indigestion, heartburns, hangovers, and hyperacidity. And with different fruity flavors such as orange and lemon, it's a pretty tasty way to end an uncomfortable situation. Number 10 liver salt from Ernest Chemist, because everyone needs a chemist.
This advert has been vetted and approved by FDA.
We face real challenges every day in Ghana, from high rent prices, housing challenges, expensive food, traffic that drains our pocket and reduces our life expectancy, and rising electricity bills. But what if we told you that these problems are all interconnected and there are sustainable solutions that can actually save you money and improve your life? This August, the Joy Sustainability Month focuses on solutions to some of our key sustainability issues. For 4 weeks, we're diving deep into the issues that matter to your daily life. We will explore how you can still afford to own a home in Ghana, why your food costs so much, and what we can do about it, how to cut your transport costs, and practical ways to power your home, amongst others. Every weekday, join our expert conversations on the Super Morning Show and other programs. This is not just talk, it's about real solutions for real Ghanaians. Because sustainability isn't just about the environment, it's about sustaining your wallet, your family's future, and Ghana's prosperity. The Joy Sustainability Month, starting 4th August 2025. Your sustainability future starts with the right conversations. The Joy Sustainability Month is brought to you by Joy Business and supported by Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
EcoBank Mobile, they make me say, oh yeah. EcoBank Mobile, they make me crazy. Download it and use it. It gon' make your life so easy, yeah. Oh yeah. Download it, you gon' enjoy it. In my Brahmin chain, in my Brahmin chain. Come make a download them for you. Cause you can pay bills, you can buy credit, you can pay school fees, even chest tights with the Apple. EcoBank Apple.
Life is easy with the EcoBank mobile app. You can pay your bills, transfer to and from mobile wallet, virtual card creation, transfer to other banks, express account opening, scan and pay, express cash, all at your fingertips with the EcoBank mobile app. You know, it's 5-star life with EcoBank. Kim promise.
Are you tired of rising fuel costs and frequent service and maintenance draining your budget? Are you a transport business thinking of the best eco-friendly and cost-saving option for a car? Then switch to the Serial Nano 3 electric vehicle. The Serial Nano 3 EV is proudly marketed and distributed in Ghana by Anointed Engineering Services Limited. The sleek Serial Nano 3 electric vehicle, with its advanced technology and high performance, emits zero emissions because it does not run on fossil fuels. No need to worry about a charging station because you can charge your Serial at home directly by plugging into the socket. The Serial Nano 3 electric vehicle offers unmatched comfort, interior design, fast charging, long-lasting battery, and a portable digital ultra-silent genset for backup charging no matter your power situation anywhere. Visit our brand new and ultra-modern showrooms in Accra and Kumasi. In Kumasi, Asukwa, in front of the TAT yard on the Ark Mayanka Road. Call our hotlines on 0544 340589 and 0243 480 334. Anointed also stocks genuine spare parts and delivers after-sales services 24/7 for our Serial Nano 3 EVs. The Serial Nano 3 electric vehicle. Experience a legacy of luxury modernized. Serial EV. Go electric.
Frustrated with outdated banking experiences? You deserve an app that makes your life easier, not harder. Say hello to the CBG mobile app, your new cool way to handle everything banking. With biometric security, lightning fast mobile money access, and one-touch bill payments, banking has never been this smooth. Stop imagining when you can live a life where your entire banking world is in your pocket, ready whenever you need it. No stress, no fuss. Don't settle for less. Experience a more superior, convenient way of banking today with the CBG mobile app. Banking made cool, fast and secure. Welcome to the good life. CBG. We stand with
you. Listen, the river which fills up before our eyes does not sweep us away in its flood.
From the stables of April Communications, the National Theatre and Image Bureau comes the pinnacle of African theatre.
No, my powers deserted me.
No, child, it is what you brought to be.
Wole Soyinka's timeless classic, Death and the King's Horseman. Live at the National Theatre, Saturday 23rd, Sunday 24th, Saturday 30th, and Sunday 31st August at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. each day. Tickets selling now for only 200 cedis standard and 300 cedis VIP at www.imagebureaugh.com or dial star 714*46#. Don't miss this epic tale of destiny and courage. Supported by Niplant Car Rentals, Ghana Tourism Authority, and Joy FM. Sponsors: Stanbic Bank, The Luckiest, Bill Savings and Loans, and proudly brought to you by
MTN.
One day, Anna, Max Buy per se, yes, Kabebre. Misa me say how? Max Buy at the bundle offers a kesio BNTmin tak ebro. Buy 2 for less. But never told TC or washing machines and a kettle for only 5,530 Ghana cedis. Ne save a cool 300 Ghana cedis. But to Infinix Smart TV and a smartwatch 3,000 Ghana cedis per. A face of Sanka Techno Common 40 Pro and a smartwatch for only 3,170 cedis. Ne see a 250 amunumuwa. Come Max Buy showroom and memo baby and I shop it online at www.maxbuy.com.gh. Friend 054-401-9552. Nebisa bundle promo no na jiweni kra. Max Buy, quality you trust, prices you love.
Say donut, 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 donut. Hey, donut, 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 donut. Donut, donut. Then come cut up donut, donut, donut. Malaria syrup donut. Everybody follow not sa malaria. A 3D no not now. Won't malaria chill. Oh popo. What mean the day? I want the no not. No,
Lonat scatter malaria. Lonat ide scatter malaria.
A quality product from Blaze GVS Pharma. Yenhwehwemu hu se malaria wo mojam ansa na wanum Lonat. Na nam yensearch na malaria no daso wo ho a ko hu doctor.
This advert is FDA approved.
Yeah. Out. Paluta yeah, it's the paluta yeah. Go in mama, ready go mama. Can't jam it up, ready go mama. Boys go or a tea sec. That's why I'm fancy. That's why I'm fancy. I'm come and get me. Get my baby, I am it do. On top of baby, I'm gonna come and get me. Get my baby, I am it do. On top of baby, I'm on top of baby, I'm in Paluta, yeah. On top of baby, I'm gonna come and get me. Get my baby, I am it do. On top of baby, I am it do. I am it down, oh I am it down. One baby sick away, one baby now. Oh sissy fiani, checking the personality. Oh what the money, no semen no man. I'ma say, my kuntai, I'ma say, you, I'ma say, my kuntai, I'ma say, no semen no man. I'ma say, my kuntai, I'ma say, you, I'ma say. My kuntai, I'ma say, I'm a baby, I am it.
Mr. Speaker, Right Honorable Speaker, fellow citizens, Ghana for Ghana Sidino, Apeke.
Paluta, yeah. Iskin paluta, yeah. I did not pick it. I pick it. Hey, I did not pick it. I pick it. Shaking my meal, I can shake. Places, I pick it. Get paluta. This is for the but I am gonna spend the money. This is for the come wait for me. This is for the come wait for me. This is for the but I am gonna spend the money. This is for the This is for the I can't bustle. I don't change a bustle. For the fear, I won't go. But the animal, my tussle. I saw me day. I saw me day. It be the same, it be the mama. It's like a papa. A power sign, I saw it day.
That's Ken Paluta with Apeke this morning here on the Super Morning Show. Apeke. Vish says Apeke. But this one says, Winston, you keep talking about Mali School. Which year did you complete? I am Kokosachi. Confirm. Look. Whether you know Kokosachi?
No, I don't know.
You don't know Kokosachi?
I don't belong to your.
You know Akanga?
I don't know that one.
You don't know the meaning of Akanga?
I know Akanga and what it means.
What does it mean?
Oh, Akanga is vulture.
Okay, so the vulture is Kokosachi. So you've not heard the song Kokosachi. So he was in Agri House.
I see.
Koshi Apalu from Agri House. Asking when I finished. Koshi, respond with the year you finished. You're not in a good house anyway. And I'll tell you when I finished. How can you be in Animal House?
I see.
Kokosachi. I was in Lincoln.
Of all the things I like about Mali School, I think the Biters Park is the best.
Biter Park.
Because a lot of things happen there.
I know. But we're turning 75 in October. From the 20th to the 26th of October. Biter Park will be lit.
Amazing.
You should be there.
I should be there. Why not?
Pass by, let's have fun. It's very, very necessary. So, Kwashia Palu, you just respond but I was in Lincoln House.
I see.
Charlie, you know what? Big things are happening, and Cowbell Coffee is giving everyone the chance to win some amazing prizes: Netflix subscriptions, PS5 consoles for the gamers, smart TVs, phones, laptops, cash prizes, and even the luxurious all-paid trip to Zanzibar and South Africa. Plus, here's a cherry on top: a brand new Suzuki Jimny SUV.
Not Jimmy at all.
Jimny.
Yeah.
Now, just buy 10 promo sachet of Cowbell Coffee. Find the unique codes inside and dial *713*27# or scan the QR code on the sachet to enter your codes into the microsite. 10 sachet equal 1 entry, and boom, you're in. Visit our Cowbell Coffee GH at cowbellcoffee.gh on social media for more information. Cowbell Coffee, with you every moment. Promo runs from now to the 15th of September. This advert is FDA approved, and the promo is regulated by NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply.
And speaking about vehicles, welcome to the future of mobility in Ghana. At Drive EVGH, we're not just selling electric cars, we're launching a movement. All electric, all style, zero fuel and zero noise as well. You can cut your transport costs actually by up to 70%. It's something we didn't know before, but now Drive EV is making that possible. That's right. No more oil changes, engine repairs, or the long queues at gas stations. Drive now, pay later, no deposits, no excuses. Thanks to our amazing bank partners, you get instant approval, great interest rates, and also super flexible terms. Want that luxury electric vehicle? It's yours today. And when it's time to recharge, we've got you covered with the X-Charge EV, blazing fast, smart charging network, actually, I should say. And it's a full self-serve, app-enabled, and also growing fast across Ghana. So whether you are a smart driver, a forward-thinking business, or someone chasing sustainability and the SDG goals in terms of success, this is your moment. So are you ready to ride in the revolution? Join that now. Ghana's #1 electric car company, Drive EVGH. Visit any of their showrooms. It's at Bema Hill off the Mahama Road. You can call 059 651 3056. You could also reach them on 059 979 9191. Drive EVGH, drive into a sustainable future.
And looking for a little more in life without spending more? I get it, because every city counts, and that's why I want to share something that's really made a difference for me. The Absa Abapa account is designed for people like us, those who work hard and deserve more for less. And here's what I get with my Absa Abapa account: a free GH Link card, access to loans up to 50,000 Ghana cedis when I need help, high interest on savings, free SMS alerts to track every peso I spend, seamless mobile and online banking, no need to join long queues, and many more. And the best part, it's simple to open. If you're looking for more value, more peace of mind, and more control over your money, then Absa Abapa is just the account for you. Open your account today and get more. T's and C's apply. Your story matters. Absa.
There's an important caution from Anglo Gold Ashanti Ghana. They're cautioning the public against engaging in investment schemes being promoted on social media and allegedly being offered by Anglo Gold Ashanti Ghana, including TikTok accounts promoting an Anglo Gold Ashanti investment scheme. Well, according to Anglo Gold Ashanti Ghana, they do not operate in that scheme. They have not authorized any person to offer any investment scheme on TikTok or on any social media platforms. So stay alert, protect yourself from fraud, and report suspicious activity to the nearest police station. Now, you can call 055 658 2933 to verify any information that you hear about Anglo Gold Ashanti. Then you can also visit anglogoldashanti.com for more information.
Still live here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. When we return after these messages, we're joined by Member of Parliament for Tamale North and Deputy Rules Minister Al-Hassan Suhini. I'm sure you're concerned. You're asking which constituencies? 166.
Yeah.
We've got answers for you on the Super Morning Show.
Looking for a university that sets you apart? Academic City University offers world-class undergraduate programs in engineering, business, informatics, and communication arts. And that's not all. We now offer master's degrees in data science and cybersecurity designed to meet today's global tech demands. Learn with purpose and lead with impact on a modern campus with hands-on learning and international faculty. With over 15 student ventures created and graduates placed in top roles both in Ghana and abroad, Academic City University is where future leaders are made. Call now on 054-824-3844. That's 054-824-3844. Academic City University, educating future-ready leaders.
For 11 years, we've taken you beyond borders. For 11 years, we've delivered memorable travel experiences. Now, it's time to see more and feel more with Adansi Travels at 12. 12 times the fun, 12 times the excitement. This August, explore the best of Europe, the UK, Dubai, Turkey, Singapore, Malaysia, Johannesburg, and beyond. With a team dedicated to your travel dreams, every journey is carefully crafted to leave you with unforgettable memories. Your journey with Adansi Travels is more than a trip. It's your chance to see more, feel more, and discover the world in a whole new way. Don't just stamp your passport, stamp it with incredible experiences. Call 0595 500 817 or 0531 008 550 or visit adansitravels.com to book your spot. Adansi at 12. See more, feel more.
Hello, Ghana. It's a new year and Bills Microcredit is here to support your dreams. If you're not working but want to start a business, don't let money stop you. With just your Ghana card, you can get a loan to turn your ideas into reality. Already running a business? Need more capital? Or are you a salary worker looking for extra funds? Bills offers fast and easy loans with no collateral, no deposit, and no SUSI savings required. Wherever you are, whatever you need, Bills makes it happen. Call Bills Microcredit today. Call 0596 920 833 or 0302 200 390 and get started. Bills is licensed and regulated by the Bank of Ghana. Bills, financing your needs. Terms and conditions apply.
When I wake up in the morning, I brush my teeth with Kale Charcoal toothpaste. This gives me confidence all day.
Anytime you meet Amma, don't be surprised I smile showing my beautiful white teeth because I don't have cavity thanks to Kale Charcoal toothpaste for its natural charcoal properties. In fact, we are like twins. I can't go without my Kale Charcoal toothpaste.
That be why I dey use Kale Charcoal toothpaste morning and night when I dey go bed safe. It dey make my teeth white when it dey comot every scent from my mouth inside. My confidence level they go up, so I dey show my 32 teeth all.
Introducing the Kale Charcoal toothpaste, formulated with activated bamboo charcoal powder, ensures whiter teeth and removes bad breath. The strong natural property of the activated bamboo charcoal removes bacteria, absorbs surface stains on our teeth caused by coffee, wines, and tobacco. Welcome, Kale Charcoal toothpaste. Kale Charcoal toothpaste, Sankofa Yenchi.
Kale, happy smile.
This advert is FDA approved.
TDC Ghana Limited wishes to inform all business owners, industrial operators, and tenants within the Tema acquisition area that a special rent collection exercise will commence on the 2nd of July and run through to 31st of July 2025. All defaulting leaseholders and occupants are hereby advised to settle outstanding arrears of their house, shops, offices, and ground rent within this period. Failure to comply will result in strict enforcement actions, including closure and sealing of premises and legal recovering procedures. To avoid disruption of your business operations or loss of access to your premises, visit TDC head office at Community 1, Tema. Pay all outstanding arrears and collect official receipts. We urge all stakeholders to treat this notice with urgency to avoid reputational damage and operational disruption. For further information, please contact our 24-hour call center on 0303 202 731. TDC Ghana Limited, leader in the real estate business.
Glyco Life Micro Insurance customers, hey! Glyco Life damwase more piafo ya sumo e konfinhye duanan bonsumuni ya nantiye ye damwase na yasemo se ye the Glyco Life app aba e wo mobile phone so a ama yenkita hudie ayemre. Glyco Life Micro Insurance goes digital. Sesei die, uye Glyco Life edwan koswo ana Glyco Life enidaswo customer. Ehu hia se obenya adansidie krata. Echrese wetua bibi ama Glyco. Die hia ni se ube downloadu Glyco Life app no ana ye agenta yatetuom abefo kwan so ebeboawo mwetumi a downloadu ewo phone so 24 hours ebre any baby a wo bia ubetumi etua wontie ni ama Glyco anampo ubetumi ajousika every Glyco nchen abefo kwan so sanhihye yi e de asomdwe ebebre Glyco Life adwadifo baby a wo any ebre bia Glyco we cushion you for life.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And we've been joined by Member of Parliament for Tamale North and the Deputy Roads and Highways Minister Hassan Suhini. Good morning, and thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning, Winston and your team, and good morning to your listeners.
Great. So yesterday, the Finance Minister talked about the plan to have, the big push, the funds from the big push spent on the construction of roads. He's talked about all of these, but let's start from this point, because he also talks about how some 5,000 kilometers of roads will be constructed across the country by 2028. First, by way of clarification, these roads, are we talking about bitumen, asphalt, salpeting? What are we doing to these roads first before we get into the details?
Well, thank you very much, Winston. The ministry is going to prioritize trunk roads. We will also be looking at some feeder roads that we think should have bituminous surface. Then there are others that will be asphalt. But these 5,000 roads are usually roads that will lead to farm communities, roads that will also lead to, let's call it our internal community roads. And that is why they are kind of going to be constituency specific. And so with those roads, what many people just want are, good dressing, good surfacing, not necessarily bitumen, not necessarily asphalt, but just more trouble. And we intend to ensure that many of our community roads that will be captured under the 5,000 kilometers road, targeted at about 166 constituencies, will have this kind of will be put in the state that will be more trouble, like that will be acceptable for use by motorists.
So just by way of clarification, some of the roads could be asphalted, others would just be made motorable without even bitumen.
Yes, you have to understand that we will also be taking the nature of traffic on these roads in context, because bitumen roads are expensive.